Machiavelli protect.
What's Gucci, my ninjas? Lil Chad and Slender Dad vibing, that's no cap nor top. Friday night screen, bright fame falls in our lap. Culture steep, no retreat from the trap. YouTube grind, minds align, so we adapt. Brahma Bull laughing loud, bourbon on the rocks. Scheming as masterminds, comedy unlocks. Mad Chismo, chill as ice, won't budge. YouTube legend, verdict clear, sharp as a judge. Tat that, bumbleclot. Ascending crew calls, join stack those racks. Laugh smack, dumb fades, don't compare to facts. Popcorn pops, hot, settle down, brew slow. Prime time screens live, we strike, we glow. Crew lights the fuse, blazing wild, no wait. Voices roar loud, screens alive, start the fades. Grind sharp and shine, builds claim straight weight. Rise fast, fierce laughter, high can't break. Vision peaks high, no mask, full scene snap. Slender Dad's laugh lands, dice roll, click clap. Tat dat, bumbleclot. Mad Chismo weaves word story seamlessly spun. Lil Chad embodies essence, hearts uniquely won. Digital dance, vibrant beats they captivate. Creating waves, rising up, destiny awaits. Brahma Bull, wisdom's flow, strides with intent. Lil Chad's keen eye, never a moment spent. Mad Chismo ignites, his words a blazing show. Lil Chad cinema sees, ready for the glow. Slender Dad's sharp mind cuts through status quo. Chad alive, moments fly, embrace that flow. Each story unfolds, vibrant untold. Cultural banquet streaming bold. Oh, interior bomb.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another awesome episode of the Ascendant Art Podcast.
Boomblaclot.
Cool.
Imp?
Yeah.
Imp?
Yes.
Did you die again?
Only on the inside, Slender.
You missed it. You missed your cue.
So let's just say hey to our chat. We got Josh Hammond first, Smokey coming in from New Zealand, Bad Take Bojan, Eric Myers, Davina, Soul Assassin, regular crew all up in here.
Davina!
Thanks for being here. So we did want to start something real quick. Slender shared this earlier in the week with me. He was very excited. He thought especially Mad would really enjoy this.
I think Imp will enjoy it as well.
It's the only reason I'm here.
I think everyone will enjoy this.
So
What the fuck is this?
This is Toys Under High Voltage. And so we're going to take a Tickle Me Elmo.
Oh, boy.
This is regular voltage. Normal play.
Yeah, it starts out all normal. It seems fine. I still want to kill it.
He would never make it in competitive tickling.
Whoa.
Now we're jumping from 6 volts to 8 volts.
Yeah. Doesn't seem to change much.
Gets a little more aggressive.
He's a little more
A little bit.
It's like we're almost to Mad on a gummy.
Yeah. Oh, Mad. Question. What's his blood alcohol level right now?
Oh, shit.
Oh, it's over a 1?
Now we're at 10 volts and it's getting a little...
Or what drug is he actually on right now?
This guy's tweaking a little bit. Man.
A little bit. I think
That's
there might be
bath
some
salts, man.
crystal meth. Oh,
Cedar
bath
me
salt.
Elmo? Are you shitting? I love this.
So, Mad, what I'd like from you is at what point you switch from the behavior of Elmo, what point you just drop the taser and go straight to lethal force?
Out of missiles, switching to guns.
Now 12 volts.
Oh, dude, it freaked out.
15
dead.
volts. We had to Tickle Me Elmo and 8 volts was scary enough. This guy's tweaking out of control.
He's dying. Dude, you're flatlining Elmo.
What the?
Oh, this is not okay. You're murdering
So
Elmo.
for all our Toy Story fans who believe toys are alive, he just green miled Elmo.
He did, dude.
He didn't know the
Jeez.
sponge was supposed to be wet.
This is not okay. This is not okay.
That horror, the scream.
And he's
done.
dead.
What are you? What was? He murdered the toy.
Oh, I love it.
Okay. I just advertised I was on this show. I hope nobody showed up.
They never do for
Bad
you.
take, Bojan. Ouch, that was a straight out murder massacre. Mom spaghetti.
I mean, I shared another video, and if you saw the other video, you'd understand that Elmo kind of deserved it.
He's
Oh.
tweaking, he's screaming, forget the cops, call an exorcist. Only if it's the Pope's exorcist.
Oh, I don't. It's me, the Pope's an exorcist. I don't think I can take out of this one.
You know,
You better call Sid.
Your accents are always spot on, bro. And it's
That
amazing.
one was, dude.
I know. I just said. Just said.
I love when they get to the max voltage, and it's just.
Yeah, it was dead, man. It's like, okay, lights out. Guerrilla radio.
He's stop it, man. He's already dead. He's already dead. Oh,
I didn't know the sponge was supposed to be wet.
Ouchie.
man. That movie came out like 25 years ago now. Jeez.
Yep.
We're old.
Some of us are.
Green Mile.
Some
no,
of us
20
are especially
26.
old.
It came out in 99. Oh god.
Member of the 199.
I remember working when it came out. That's terrible.
Download MP4. Fight.
99. What was I doing? Definitely wasn't working. I wasn't old enough to work.
You weren't old enough to work in 99. You're not that much younger than us.
I'm
Right.
I
pretty
mean, I was
young,
old
bro.
enough to work, but
It's working since I was 16, so I was working since 97. Opening weekend, Starship Troopers was my first shift. First real shift, regular shift. And we were all very disappointed because we had seen the movie and thought it was great, and nobody came. So
Nobody came.
it was November 97 that movie came out. I was like, how do you guys not love this movie? It's so good.
oh, right, giving a little inside baseball there.
Jeez, I was old
You
enough.
said, "What happened to our St. Patty's?" Right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
Mad made a St. Patty's song, but he hadn't finished,
Yeah.
messing with it. I showed her, and she really liked it. I really liked it.
Hey, did you know?
Yeah,
today
but then
is-
Chad was like, I hope the next one's better.
Am I
Oh,
muted?
damn. Really?
when did I say that?
You said
I'm
something like
sorry.
that. It hurt my feelings, so I never got back to it.
Are you talking about the message where I said, I'm sorry I screwed it up and
No.
made it not as good?
Well, no, we're talking about the video I did for y'all.
Oh,
You can hear me.
no, I can hear you. We were just conversating.
Oh, all I wanted to say is, thanks for having me.
That
Appreciate it.
You know, you're always welcome. You got the.
I was gonna
promo
say,
link.
dude, you've been on our stream enough that you don't have to thank us for having you anymore. Just,
That's true.
just start
You know,
talking
hold
shit
on,
and being an
hold on.
asshole, and we're good.
Hold on, Slender. You know that he has to thank us. We're the 314 sub channel to
I
his.
know,
like,
dude. We're really gonna
30+
put you over the
thousand
edge.
channels. We're putting you over. We're like, you know, when The Rock
So,
wrestled with,
so magnanimous of us to give you all this
with Stone
exposure.
Cold.
Hey, do you guys remember? Because we're doing old movie day. You remember when COVID was over? And oh wow, I have yummy food. Remember when COVID was over and people started going back to the movies? And one of the things Disney decided to do was like have a day and date release on Disney Plus. Do you,
Just gonna leave this chat hanging. Just
no, you remember one of the you remember one of the movies they did that with of the two?
they did that for Black Widow, and they
Yeah.
did it for. Was it Haunted Mansion?
No. It was the Chinese one. with the girl.
Raya
Milan?
and then Raya.
No. The other one. The
Oh,
hey, we're a slave camp.
Mulan.
Yes.
yeah.
That's what I said that.
Oh, well, good. Anyway, so one of the shithole things that the mainstream media did this week was decide to compare, and I'm talking about Collider. It was to compare Black Widow and its performance to Captain America: Brave New World. They're like,
Yeah, that's what I
beat
thought.
that.
I
was
thought
like, what the
Mulan was
fuck is
just before. No, maybe it wasn't.
Maybe it was. I don't know. It got like 7 people to go.
The entire it's like the Hadron Collider, man. All of the immediately pre COVID and immediately post COVID are all like one blur for me. I remember taking my son to see Sonic the Hedgehog in the theater because that was right before COVID hit.
Oh, so was that terrible Disney movie Onward, actually.
Actually, I don't mind Onward. I think it's a pretty good movie. I think it was. I mean, the concept wasn't really good for a kids movie. I think.
And that's the problem is he was dealing with his own childhood trauma through a movie. So thanks for that, Dick.
I mean, childhood trauma through movies. I mean, if you're a kid of the '80s, I mean, how many times did we see that poor horse give up on life and just die in the Never-Ending Story?
Never saw
Or
it.
Man, fuck that horse, okay?
Okay.
Never saw the movie.
If you have an issue with the horse giving up and dying in the Never-Ending Story, go play Shadow of the Colossus and see what a real fucking horse can do. Because that fucker fell off a cliff and still didn't die.
We also got The Secret of Nim, where we were like, let's do a
That
kids
one's
movie.
fucked up.
What should we do it about? I don't know. How about rats that got experimented on at the National Institute of Mental Health? What are we going to call this? Well, we can't do the mental health. How about we just call it Nim for short? It'll be fine.
I mean,
It'll be fine.
Yeah, no, I think, hey, I read the book. You talk about messed up. But
Well, that was Mrs. Frisbee and the Rats of Nim.
The Rats
that
of
was,
Nim, yeah. Yeah, that was rough. And my teacher's like, hey, you guys are going to love this. Nuh-uh. It was
I
not
liked it.
good.
Then we got
you liked Flowers for Algernon, right?
No.
Oh, wow.
But I
Trying to think
do
of what
like
else we had.
the dark fantasies. Those are pretty good.
what other childhood trauma inducing? I mean, the Return to Oz, which was a very authentic to the real L. Frank Baum Oz. Like it was, you got a woman taking her head off. You got the like wheelies. You got a chicken who can talk. It's all sorts of weird.
The Land Before Time.
Oh God, yeah, where they killed the mom right in there, and I remember that vividly. That was like because you remember Book It? Did they do Book It in Texas? I'm sure they did, right?
No, I don't know what that is.
That
was
was Scholastic Book Fair thing.
Oh,
you know?
okay.
That was the thing where if you read like 4 books, you get a free personal pan pizza from
Yeah.
Pizza Hut.
Did
Yeah, well,
did
they just
any of
wanted
you
you to buy
guys,
books.
when you were kids, read any of the Redwall books?
I liked the Boxcar Children's, the Chronicles of Narnia.
Oh, Probable coming in with the real one where the red fern grows when those.
Yeah,
So is that a no then?
I didn't read it. No.
Dude,
The Redwall books were about an abbey where all these mice lived, but they were, like so many stories back then.
like a Downton Abbey.
They were human,
Oh,
essentially, but they were mice. But they acted like humans. They got attacked by fucking everyone. They got attacked by cats. They got attacked by crows. They got attacked by badgers. And like these books did not pull punches. There were people getting disemboweled with swords. There were people getting freaking beheaded.
did you guys?
They were pretty cool books.
Did you guys watch Dark Crystal? That thing was sketch.
We all watched
No.
Dark Crystal.
Never saw it.
He was
Yeah.
young.
But here's a quote: like, all right, Soul Assassin, that free pizza was BS, all a scam. I mean, I got a free pizza every time. I don't know what the scam is. Maybe your parents didn't love you.
Yeah,
to-
your parents gave it
to
your
like bring you
sister.
that, but
Yeah.
like, yeah, you
Parents
go to
gave
the
it your
Pizza Hut,
sister.
you hand over the little things that you got from your school, and you got a free personal pan pizza appeared like 10 minutes later. It was real. So yeah. Oh yeah, All Dogs Go to Heaven. That one was bad. Bridge to
Dude.
Terabithia, they didn't make the movie till later, but yeah, the book
Oh, dude, and
was.
you have to remember, I'm old enough to have seen Old Yeller, so fuck you.
Hank the Cow
so
Dog.
are we.
Anybody remember those books? Those are my favorites.
Yeah. Reading was the only way I got pizza until junior high. That's terrible. Y'all haven't seen traumatizing kid stuff till you've seen Watership Down. Makes you rethink how cute rabbits are.
No, fuck
Oh,
I
rabbits.
that's-
remember Watership Down.
Watership Down,
is
yeah.
actually very similar to the Red Wall, Mossflower, Salamandastron, Matameo, all those stories. They
Hey, did you guys read Hardy Boys?
So the
No.
Lawnmower Man is similar to Flowers for Algernon.
Kinda. Only a very twisted way.
Old Yeller was my brother's favorite movie for 3 years. That's disturbing. I mean, it's a good movie, but I don't think it shouldn't be like some. Let me watch
Yeah,
it on
let-
repeat.
Yeah, that's not like the comfort movie that you were hoping for. You know?
Oh, you know whose favorite movie Old Yeller was? Christy Nome.
Oh, I bet.
See, that's a joke because she likes to take her dog out back and shoot it.
The dog needed help.
Well, then she would bragged about killing the other thing too. She was like, and then while I was out there, I shot this other animal just because. All right. Did anyone else see Novocaine before I give a brief review
No.
of that one?
Nobody will. Just you.
Oh, well, that's fine. That was kind of
harsh.
yeah.
No, you're just a film guy.
It reminded me of so many different movies. Just the trailer of it.
Yeah, it kind of falls in, especially with Jack Quaid in there, who is the guy in so many of those movies now. It was so what I'd say is it's a slightly above mid movie. It's perfect for streaming. I don't think anybody should go pay for this in the theater. I have the Alamo subscription, so I don't pay like per movie. So it was fine for me, but some of the action was interesting the way they use, because the concept is he's a guy who has a genetic disorder, so he doesn't feel any pain.
Right, but that doesn't mean like putting your
he
hand
does-
in a deep fryer isn't going to affect your hand physically. just
Oh,
'cause
no,
you
they-
can't feel it.
No, they show the consequences. So it was nice that they actually he's got over the course of the movie, he's not Superman. Like he is slower and more hurt. And so there's consequences to each of the things he does that's extreme. So they didn't there was only one sequence where it was a little goofy, where it didn't seem like they were committing to the fact that he feels no pain, but there's going to be repercussions to his body. So, and that's they set up a sequence where, and I think this was clearly just to be able to get him as into these traps, like he is in a house that's booby trapped, and so he can. And after the first one, you'd think if I'm in a house where a booby trap went off, I would start looking before I just start walking around. No, they have him act like an idiot so he can just keep setting things off. Which that was for me the worst action sequence. I'm not a huge fan of Amber Mid-Thunder, who
I
is
don't know who that is.
she was did you watch the female led Predator movie Prey?
Yeah.
The Indian girl.
Oh, okay.
That's Amber Mid-Thunder. The best thing I've seen her in was Legion on FX when they did that show. But is this Dennis Quaid, Randy Quaid the younger? This is Dennis Quaid and Meg Ryan's son. So so he's a nepo baby, as they call him. So yeah, it's a mid movie, kind of like a 6, slightly above a midpoint.
So good for streaming.
Good for streaming, just to kill some time to see some interesting sequences of action, and otherwise it's kind of blah and pointless. It's full of actually, and the one other interesting thing is the villain is Jack Nicholson's son, is the actor who plays the bad guy in the movie. And so it's full of second generation talents that aren't really that great. So, yeah, like that James Bond villain feels no pain until he dies from the metal in his brain. That was from The World Is Not Enough, which I think is a slightly underrated James Bond movie because it gets a bad rap because Denise Richards was the good
She was
Bond girl
She was a nuclear engineer.
named Christmas Jones. Yeah. And so if they had just cast somebody different in that role, I think that would probably be one of the most liked James Bond movies, but she kind of kills it. It's because the whole sequence with Sophie Marceau and Pierce Brosnan is really good. Because I think it's one of the best parts that illustrates like Pierce Brosnan's version of Bond is when Sophie Marceau, like, she's unarmed, she's in the room, and she's like, "You're not going to kill me." Well, you know, I'm this, that, and he just shoots her. He's done with her. She's not going to help him. He kills her. It's like that's how James Bond would act. He's not gonna play around anymore. But then again, Denise Richards shows up and is supposed to be telling you how to disarm a nuclear warhead, and then you're like, no.
No.
This doesn't work for me. Yeah. There's an irony to Dennis Quaid's kid fighting Nicholson's kid. Yeah, that's why it might be worth watching on streaming for some people. Because you can see Nicholson's kid really trying to channel Jack Nicholson in his performance. It's kind of silly. Like, and he's not Jack Nicholson. Nope, not one bit. And with the passing of Gene Hackman, I would say Jack Nicholson might be our most probably accomplished older actor. Michael Caine's still around?
Yeah, he just made it to 93 today.
92 or 93, yeah.
Nice. So yeah, that means Michael Caine. I mean, some people do just want to watch the world burn. I'm sure he'll still get jobs with Christopher Nolan. That's who he's worked with most of the last few years. All right. So, all right. Matt, that video you shared, is it okay to stream? Or
I have no idea. I just scammed through it. I didn't listen to it. You don't have to play. You can do whatever you do, man.
I was just checking. Slender, do you have a story you'd like to start with out of the group you sent over?
Yeah, we could probably start with the Sony layoffs.
Sony layoffs. There we go. All right. Got that one. Because I know Culture with his game focus channel is probably may have already covered this.
Yeah, we actually did. I love this story. Good pick, Slender.
So you want to tell us what's going
on here that, like, I'm not gonna get too deep into the story portion of it. Like, yes, Sony's doing layoffs. The layoffs are specifically for Visual Arts Studio. It says PlayStation Studios Malaysia may have also been impacted. It doesn't really matter. It kind of leads into some other things, right? Right there, if you'll see, they've even highlighted it. Recent canceled live service game at Ben's studio. Like, this is going to kind of feed into the other article I wanted to cover with the Dragon Age Veilguard stuff. But, like, live service games are dead. They're fucking dead.
That's not the channel's name. Just to clarify.
And it's something that I think.
What's your current over under on the studio? Like, you have a count, right, of how many studios that are going to be closing?
Culture has a count of those.
Mine. This year I went big and went with 12, and I'm still going to be wrong because it's going to be more than 12.
I was going to say, if I want to beat you without overbidding, I'm going to guess 13.
Yeah, and you will beat me because it's going to be way more than that.
I have stayed away from the number of studios I think is going to shut down because there's so many smaller studios that are technically owned by bigger studios. But I'm pretty sure I've already gone through my list. Um, I don't think Ubisoft is surviving till 2030. I don't think Bethesda
Really?
is surviving till 2030. I don't think BioWare is surviving till 2030. And this is my Hail Mary, but I don't think Rockstar will survive until 2035.
No, they make so much money off of their GTA online.
I don't disagree with that, but
Hey.
I don't think they're going to survive for a
You-
full decade.
You want to share why the ripcord might get pulled?
I
For-
think in an effort to force success for GTA 6, they may take away GTA 5. Like they may take away the online component of GTA 5 to try and push everybody to the new ecosystem, and it'll backfire on them.
I can see
It's
them
not
doing
like we
that.
haven't seen that in the past either, where they'll shut
Dude.
down the servers to try to get you into the new hotness, and it doesn't work.
Yeah, look, that's one of the reasons, but I have a feeling that some of the lack of edginess and maybe some political correctness that snuck into 6 is going to piss people off.
Well, this is
Mhm.
another point that Eric is bringing up,
Eric
which is
makes
a
a
lot,
good point as well.
which is they're trying to raise the price point to $100 for the base game, not even like the premium ultra whatever edition, the base game, and
Yeah.
that I
They're
think
trying
that's
to
going
anchor
to be a
that price
bridge
at
too far.
triple digits, and that's ridiculous.
And especially with Steam coming in here hot always, and as Imp reminded me before the show started, it's sale time at Steam again.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
And
I
we're
spent
already seeing
$23.
a lot of the red flags for GTA 6 in general. Your usual
yeah.
DEI red flags, they're flying all over the place.
Yep.
wouldn't they be magenta flags?
Well,
Who the fuck knows what magenta
Pink?
is?
They could be.
It's
They could.
it's the T-Mobile color.
Listen, okay, they're
Fuchsia?
tuning into the feminist frequency. That's all I'm saying.
oh boy.
Anita Sarkeesian is the basis for their character model.
What happens if you get to the end of the game and that bitch that's in it, I forget her name, Lucia, ends up being a dude?
I think we would know that before the end of the game.
I don't know.
I mean, here's the problem, though, right? Movie magic.
I'm sure there's going to be a mod where you can make her one, even if she isn't.
I don't know.
But
And I think
Yeah.
there's-
But when I was reading this, it's like all the layoffs are happening in studios that were working on or focused toward live service and live service aspects to games. And it's like, dude, the industry may really want to push live service because when live service succeeds, it makes fucking bank. But players far and away reject most live service games.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're very basic surface level gameplay loops. There's not a lot of depth to what's going on. They generally are just stuffed to the gills with fluff, like stupid mini games, time restrict type actions, so that you got to pay for gems and shit, multiple different currencies. It's like, dude, you are spending so much of your time and effort trying to program in ways to take my money that you forgot to give me a game.
So the other thing with a live service game is most of the ones that are successful tend to be successful because they're socially oriented, where you can play with your group of friends. And when they screw that up, your live service game is DOA. There's a reason.
Well, and we're seeing so many of these. They're fucking single player games. Why are these live service?
Yeah, because they can't make
That-
single player experiences anymore. It's ridiculous.
That actually speaks to one of the studios you're talking about, Ubisoft, champion of
Yep.
single player experience games. And guess what? They fucked those straight in the
Because they
And
tried to
their
monetize
CEO
them. And
had the fucking balls to go before the investors and be like, Dragon Age the Veilguard failed because the customer wants more live service experiences and we didn't have enough of them in the game.
that wasn't Ubisoft. That was BioWare, right? Or-
BioWare,
Is that-
yeah.
Yeah, I meant BioWare. Sorry, I mix up BioWare and Ubisoft because they're both piles of shit and they look very similar to me.
Well,
Well,
giving
they're
you
both. What's funny is
the
they're
same
both
result.
piles of shit now, but they had made classic
Great
great
games.
games.
They were both juggernauts in the industry 20 years ago.
You know what happened? You know what I blame for Ubisoft's downfall? Madden.
France.
No, Madden, as in like the NFL football game, because everybody looked over at EA that managed to monetize putting out the same goddamn game every year.
That Mad bought
And
every year.
no, Mad never buys it. He gets it as a gift.
True.
Same thing.
Not the
No,
same
it's
thing.
very different.
It's the same thing.
No, he didn't have to use his money. It just appeared at his door.
It's not like he's not gonna play it if it just appears at his door.
True.
Nobody, like, who's going to not play the game they got for free? That would be an insult to the person who got you the gift.
That's true.
You
I
don't
would
look
like
a
to
gift
introduce
horse
you-
in the mouth.
I would like to introduce you to a game that's linked to this story, the Veilguard. They're giving that shit away. Well, I should say,
Well,
they
we'll
can
get
give
there.
that shit
We'll
away.
get there.
All
That's
right.
in the
Yeah.
next article.
Okay.
So, but point is, Ubisoft and a lot of these other game companies looked at EA with Madden and saw how they were monetizing the shit out of this one game. And they just, even though you had downloadable rosters, people would buy the new game every year with no real advancement, no real this or any of that. So that's when what killed Ubisoft is when they decided they were going to make Assassin's Creed an annual release along with their other franchises to try to make sure they were getting annual releases out of them, and they ran that story into the ground. They killed their player base.
They made a critical error with that move because
They abandoned.
you can actually see when Ubisoft lost the plot on their own fucking franchise.
Yeah, they killed Desmond.
Yep. They killed Desmond. The whole idea behind the initial creation of the story was eventually you were going to play as Desmond. Like,
Yes.
Desmond was the hero of the franchise. And then you were like, but you know what? Live service games would be real cool. Fuck it, kill him off and we'll go in a totally different direction. And it's like,
I think the only one I played after they killed Desmond was Black Sail. Black
Black Sail, yeah.
was the one because that one
Or
was
Black
fun.
Flag, Black Flag.
Black Flag. It was fun. It was a pirate one. I enjoyed that one.
Yeah, but unfortunately, the thing I loved about that game was that it wasn't Assassin's Creed.
That's true. I collected
I
all
got
the-
enjoyed
so
Odyssey.
bored doing the assassin shit. I just wanted to get back to my ship and go fight pirates again.
Dude,
and
Black Flag
get sea
was
shanties.
so good.
Sea
Oh, those
shanties.
shanties were great. That game was tight. Despite the flaws in the American one, the Assassin's Creed 3.
I loved Assassin's Creed 2. I 3.
Do you really?
It was okay.
Yeah.
I was about to sing its praises, but I'm glad somebody else here is too. I really enjoyed it. I thought the
Yep.
story was well done. I thought diving into American history, both on the Native American side and yeah, I was like, this is freaking great.
Yeah.
You know, and then
One of my favorites.
And
I'll
then,
give you
and the-
two.
and
I
then-
liked it, and it held up, but it does not hold a candle to Assassin's Creed 1 or 2.
No. Look, Ezio.
I think it's so different, though.
Ezio
True.
was my favorite version of the Assassins, right? As much as I love Black Flag, I love playing Ezio. And again, Desmond. And then now we've got what? Lesbian couple?
I don't know. I
don't
skipped through
know.
all the cutscenes now.
The last one I played, I think it was probably Black Flag. Was it Black Flag where the alien computer tried to rape you at the end?
What?
I don't know. I didn't play Black Flag.
There's one of them where like some dude is trying to take like this artificial intelligence that was created by aliens and get it to possess you so that they can impregnate each other and make more of the artificial intelligences created by aliens. If you've ever actually followed the story of
I do.
the modern
Juno,
side.
Yeah, Juno and everything else. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Well, they screwed it up.
Davina
because
says maybe Unity.
That
it
was Unity.
yeah, it
Yes, that was Unity.
Yeah. Yeah, and see that at the same time Unity released, they released the other one on the other console. That one was, oh my god,
Yeah, I hated the story, but the multiplayer in
Rogue.
Unity was a lot
Rogue
of fun.
was the other one.
Yeah,
Rogue.
I agree.
Yeah. Unity and Rogue released the same time on two different consoles.
But Unity was also the first one they released that wasn't done when they released it. There were so many bugs in the online play.
Now, okay, so that Unity was. It's still broken. I tried to play it not that long ago. That's the thing is, I go back to the games and try to figure out what my objections are, and they didn't really start until after 4. So that just says a lot. Black Flag was that good.
I don't really have to go back to the games to figure out what my objections are. They burn themselves into my psyche and scar me for my life.
Okay, well, that's a party.
And even if I hate a game, I usually play a lot of it before I decide I'm fucking done.
All right, fair enough.
But yeah, so and Ubisoft, everything went off the rails when Desmond died because they had such an opportunity to continue working the Desmond Miles story, and then we get Watch_Dogs, right? We get Watch Dogs.
Oh,
and
the
you've
first
got
one was great. The second one was great,
Yeah.
and the third one is dog shit.
Well, you had Aiden Pierce. Dude,
Yeah, he was
Aiden
great.
Pierce hooking up with Desmond Miles for like a crossover where they're both doing fucking crazy assassin shit and crazy hacker shit
Yeah, it
would
was
have been
cool.
awesome.
That was
Yep.
allegedly the plan when it was first developed.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Well, by the way, they did bring that into Watch Dogs 3 Legion.
Yeah, but they also tried to turn Watch Dogs 3 into what was the one you were talking about earlier?
Don't know.
The one you and Mad like.
Black Flag?
No,
No, no.
Assassin's Creed 3.
Oh,
No.
the revolutionary one? No.
Yeah, that's Assassin's Creed 3.
No, I
That's-
went
Odyssey?
further back in the
Odyssey?
conversation.
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
talking about an Assassin's Creed because
Oh,
they weren't
okay.
trying to make an Assassin's Creed out of it.
Oh, Madden?
No. Hold
I
on,
think that's
it's
all
in
the
my
games
fucking
we've played.
library. No, the one with the gang members and the pimp.
Oh,
Saints
Saints
Row.
Row.
They tried to make it a Saints Row game.
It was pretty messed up. I was so pissed. I was like, oh my God, the DEI ESG bologna sausage shit is in this fucking video game.
Yep.
And that's when I realized games were fucked.
A lot of them are, yeah. Yeah, I don't disagree.
And it takes so long for them to be made that you're still going to be seeing the games coming out with this DEI stuff for years to come because of how long it takes for them to be developed.
I mean,
And
I'm
so-
waiting for them. What is it? The Wolverine game that they've been sitting on and not letting people see.
Yep.
But-
There's a
and
reason they're
this
not
is-
letting them see it.
This is my big thing with this article. Like, I saw the side problem with it, not so much the main problem. Like, it sucks that these developers are getting, laid off left and right. And I think we're up to like what? Multiple thousands of developers have been laid off in the game space at this point. I'm telling you why right now. It's the corporatization of the industry, and there are these fucking people with their business administration degrees, their masters, their MBAs. They go into these companies, they start doing market research, and they're like, well, live service games make the most money. And then they don't even look at the data like this, where it's like, oh, Sony is shutting down live service programs left and right, gutting studios that are doing nothing but live service projects. Like, and I'll bet you Sony's executives are still like, live service. I know we shut down all these studios. You guys who we didn't lay off yet, you're working on this live service project now because that's where the money's at.
Well,
Like,
just
you
realize
fucking
this.
retards.
Well, yeah, but you know why, Slender? It's
Because
this.
it's money.
Well, no, there's a guy at Sony. His name is Holston Holtzer, Harmon Holster, something like that. He got demoted.
Oh,
just in
cock
the last-
holster? I know
Yeah,
cock
no.
holster.
Yeah. Anyway, he's the whole reason that everything coming out of Sony was going to be a live service game. So
Yep.
that's why he's one of the reasons why Concord, their $800 million game, flopped immediately in 12 days.
Yeah,
Well,
Davina
I'm
is
gonna-
exactly right. Non-gamer game execs. These people who don't even play fucking games.
I'm going to share, Slender, you may have seen this, right?
Oh,
'Cause
I've
you
seen
watched-
all these. I've seen every
Yeah,
single one.
I think this is one of the, Culture. Have you seen Viva La Dirt League, like their videos?
Maybe.
All right, so they do a series where they are it's a fictional game company with a MMO RPG called Skycraft.
Yeah.
It's So it's like the behind the scenes of it, and I think this
So
one
it's
is
like
kind
a
of
mix between the Skyrim and Warcraft.
exactly.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
So this is like the person you're seeing on the screen is the community manager and the actual programmer talking about their new expansion. So you're,
A lot of hard work.
This is so
But I'm
good.
excited to share that the new Shadow Realm expansion has been finished and it's ready for release.
Yes.
Adventurers can now journey into the dreaded Shadow Realm and experiment with the new spellcrafting
Oh, it's
system,
so hopeful
get
and
30
beautiful.
new mounts, and do a quest line that culminates in defeating the Dark Lords themselves.
Yes.
Awesome. Love
I mean,
it.
holy shit, you guys! Congratulations. This is massive.
So, if everyone's happy, I'll go ahead and drop an announcement.
But I think we need to pivot.
but I think we need to pivot.
And that guy right there is in every AAA studio.
Yeah, his name at
Pivot?
Sony is Herman Hulst.
We got to give the people what they want.
Is this not what the people want?
Don't they want Journey to the Shadow Realm?
No, what the people want is something fresh, innovative, creative, sophisticated.
Journey to the Shadow Realm.
Battle Royale.
Let's make a battle royale. Man.
Of course.
You know, that thing that's already run its course and most people are done with at this point. Let's do another one.
Seriously?
Oh, I've heard of that. Isn't that like really popular right now?
Yes, it is.
Maybe in 2018.
Sorry, Abby, what was that?
Nothing. It's just that I don't think that Skycraft really lends itself to Battle Royale.
That's bullshit. Everybody's doing it.
Well, Skycraft is an open world quest based MMO. So,
Well, that's an easy fix. You just chuck some guns in there, get them to jump out of something, give them some parachutes. Battle Royale.
Skycraft
It's just battle royale.
Well, actually, it's funny. This is funny because they actually did this with games like, and they did it well. Blizzard did the PvP as part of it, kind of the battle royale style PvP when they came up with the arenas. You guys remember that?
I mean, they did it with one of your favorite games, Culture.
What?
Fortnite.
Fuck Fortnite.
Fortnite was originally a tower defense game that failed miserably. Then they were like, wow, PUBG's really getting a lot of traction. Let's turn our game into that.
Hey, don't sleep on the Chinese money behind it too. But
Well, it's not as much money as you want it to be, but yes.
is a vast realm of magic and adventure. It has been meticulously crafted for an immersive fantasy experience.
Should make them fantasy guns and parachutes or something. I don't give a fuck.
No, guys, I think he's got a point. My nephew plays Battle Royale, and he's like the most popular kid in the school. So
look,
Sure he is.
I think that our fans are actually
my nephew plays battle royale, so yeah, let's just do it.
Let's just do it. Fuck
really
it. I
excited for
think
the
he's got
Shadow
a
Realm
point here.
expansion. We've designed it with their feedback in mind.
Abby, I'm going to say this once, okay? I don't give a flying fuck what the fans think, all right? We've already got their money, okay? We need some fresh fans with fresh money.
Oh, no.
like Jaden. Jaden's my nephew. That's my nephew, Jaden. Jaden, yeah. He's like a trendsetter. He's got a skateboard. He's like, cowabunga, dude. It's like, that shit's dingo.
Well, Jake, I assure you that Jaden's money is most
That
welcome
shit's
here.
dingo.
You don't understand.
Yeah. Jaden's money is most welcome. Oh, you're educating people. I didn't even know Fortnite was a game other than the Battle Royale.
It was originally a third-person over-the-shoulder tower defense, much in the style of Orcs Must Die.
Oh, really?
hmm
Which,
wow.
I mean, haven't you
Failed
wondered why
fucking
Fortnite
miserably.
had like the fort building element? You know, like-
By the way,
Same.
that's the one thing
This
about
expansion
Fortnite I've never gotten on board with the build bullshit. I'm like,
I think that's left over from its original game.
I'm
My
like,
kids played the shit out of it, and I would watch them, and I'm like, this looks so dumb. You're running along building ramps and shit while shooting, and the ramps just instantly appear. You don't have to stop and actually build. Fuck this game. This is dumb.
There is one important thing though. It's
Okay.
third person, and that makes Matt happy
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of games
I'm
don't.
pretty sure you could
give
do
you that.
PUBG third person. I like
You could.
PUBG.
Yeah, PUBG was
What
good.
is your advantage of standing behind your character?
One, you can see to your left and to your right.
Yep.
2, it doesn't feel like the camera's in your fucking mouth. 3, you can see your feet.
Or you
Okay.
don't get motion sick.
Oh, all right. That's what it really is.
And let's be honest, Mad does make a good point about peripheral vision. Unfortunately, unless you've got like a really big curved monitor that
I do.
wraps around to the left and the right of you,
It's-
which it
uh,
doesn't.
Yeah,
It's not
this
that
is-
big. It's not that big. Don't you
52
lie.
inch-
Don't you
it's
lie.
50
Don't
it's
you lie.
Hold on.
It's
Liar.
52 inches.
Liar.
It's 52
Whoa.
inches.
Slender
It
is
really is.
calling you out. He is you being chaotic evil right now and saying you're
It
lying.
really is 52 inches, Dick.
Unless you're playing on that scorpion chair, no.
Yeah, that's what I'm
That thing
saying.
looks- that
Unless
thing
you're
looks
playing on that
uncomfortable.
scorpion chair.
Oh, the scorpion chair is something. If I had disposable income, I would
Right?
probably have.
Oh, it is
Yeah,
so
I would too.
uncomfortable looking. Okay, are you guys going to get those big ass curved like 85-inch screens that go around like you in a semicircle? Is that what you're looking for?
I mean, if
no.
you send me some of those subscribers, I might.
Right?
Okay, I'll try it. Why? I actually promote here, and I get all the love of like a wet dish towel. That's amazing.
Culture, I have been speaking to you in my love language since we started the stream.
That
Oh,
is
really?
his love language is hate. Everybody
Oh,
knows this.
okay, then we're okay.
You know,
Dang it.
you know those memes of the emperor where it's like, "Good, let the hate flow through you." Slender's like, "That's amateur hour." It's like, that's-
I love
that's
Slender.
fine.
I'm trying to get him to do another video with me. He's
I will rape you till you love me, faggot.
What?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa, Matt's like, "Wait, when are you coming to visit?"
I was quoting a famous athlete.
Oh, is that Mike Tyson, right?
Yeah, I'm just
Oh.
not very good at doing his
Oh,
lisp. It's
I-
too much.
You
for
got to
me.
do
I-
the voice a little. See, if
you
Matt
gotta
had done
do it
his
like
Mike
this.
Tyson,
Yeah, man, you gotta
I-
talk
I
like
thought-
this.
I thought it was LeBron at a Diddy party. I'm
no, LeBron couldn't actually do that.
If
he
he,
doesn't
ever
care-
said
I'm
it, they
gonna tear
didn't
your
get it
phone.
on camera.
Hold on, Matt, you're gonna love the joke. I'm ready. You ready for it? That's yet another thing where LeBron is just not quite a Kobe.
True. He'll never be
Eric,
cool.
I figure I got to get all of this out of my system before we apply for monetization. So,
I don't think you drop F bombs like that anywhere, dude. But okay.
Is the biggest addition to the game to date.
Soul makes a good
Shroud
point.
of
I'm a
Malkasia
sailor,
has
so I'm
lifted,
allowed to
and
say
players
that
can
word.
finally journey from the Darklands into the Shadow Realm. The new zone itself will make the world map 30% larger.
Well, see, that's perfect. That new zone is the perfect battle royale area. I mean,
The Shadow Realm expansion is all
Just make it a battle royale. This is great. It goes on, but if you haven't watched that channel, I highly recommend it. Their stuff is hilarious. It goes
Everything they
on.
do is pretty funny.
Like they have multiple. So the Skycraft thing is they started doing a video series called Epic NPC Man, where it was like the main character in the YouTube videos was the non-playable character in an MMO.
Oh, wow.
Like watching people do stupid things in the game. So it's great. Brahma's joining in.
Howdy.
Brahma.
It's about
Howdy,
time you
howdy.
noticed me.
We were like talking. Slender was threatening to casually Brahma mad. It was an
Oh, I heard it.
No, it wasn't me. It was culture.
Oh, that's right. It was culture that was going to get casually Brahma.
Matt does like to
Only
watch his
until you
friends
love
get
me.
penetrated.
Oh, okay. So, as a nice transition, while we got this in cultures here, I don't know. You probably all. I shared this in our chat on our Twitter chat. So there's a tool going around that allegedly using your X posts will rate you as lawful good, chaotic, evil good. Like you were a D&D character. So what's interesting is where it put imp, which was lawful good, like halfway up the map. I find that to be not accurate. And then it puts Slender at chaotic evil.
Where am I at?
You are
You're
chaotic.
over here in chaotic evil with me.
No, but you're
How
just
is that
like,
possible?
You're
Mostly
slightly
chaotic.
You're mostly
you-
chaotic, and you're
Did
just
you not
slightly
see
evil.
how I reacted to this, Mad? I was
No, I've
like,
been asleep for the past 3-4 days.
I was like, this chart was obviously made by lefties, considering the two veterans, the people who followed orders and served their country
Yeah.
are listed as chaotic evil instead of lawful good.
Yeah.
And I kill all NPCs.
Yeah, you should be over here in chaotic evil.
And Imp is over here threatening to kill people all the time. He should be
And
there.
Chad's a fucking instigator and should be over in
Mhm.
lawful evil.
Mm-hmm.
So,
How am I an instigator?
We'll
What
throw
am I
Culture's name in
instigating?
there and see where it puts him.
oh, that's a
Yeah.
good question.
Yeah, let's check that out.
I wonder what that is.
Let me
I
get
don't
Also,
care who it
70s is in the back, and also Culture.
Yeah.
You sound fine back here, but on the actual stream, you almost can't hear you.
Oh, really? I wonder if anybody would have said that before we ever even started.
Shit.
Did Mad say that?
Yes, he did.
I don't know how that's possible.
Do you have Windows 11?
I have now turned this up to the absolute top of the.
Do you have it
voice.
on the settings in StreamYard? Do you have it on automatic
You have-
volume
yeah, you have
leveling, or
HEC.
No, I have the fuck you volume leveling. So I don't know.
you do have it leveling?
No.
Okay. Slide that slider up.
I think you sound okay now.
Actually, people are saying it sounds. They can hear you now. So
Oh my god.
I don't know.
All right.
Oh, it is listening to you. I'm doing an updated.
Wait, what's listening to me?
No, it's listening to Slender's.
Oh.
Is here we go. I'm gonna.
Oh, am I not chaotic evil anymore?
No, it's apparently this thing is listening live to our show because
Oh.
it has moved me into lawful evil. It has moved Slender into
How the hell does it do that?
right in the middle of chaotic and
Perfect. Neutral good. That is what I am.
How
right
can I
next
be-
to next
Where the
to.
fuck am I?
I'm
does it
I
do
haven't
that?
put you in yet.
At least it knows I'm good.
Oh, you've
Matt's
gotten a
still
little
chaotic, a little bit more evil.
I
Chaotic
thought you
evil.
said it was listening to us and he put the username in. Your
No, but that's what
tweets.
I'm saying. Like it's changed the ratings since Slender was complaining.
Oh, are we gonna start putting Chad in there? Let's start putting Chad in there
Yeah,
too.
that'll be fun.
All right, and then 70s. What's your Twitter handle?
70s rocker. I think
Like that?
that's me. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's me. See, I
You
knew it'd be
are-
somewhere in the middle. I knew it'd be in the middle somewhere.
He's
You're-
neutral evil.
You're neutral
Leaning towards
evil.
Neutral evil.
And
It's
then
Mr. _ Bromable.
Yeah, that's right. I was looking. I was like, it's not just Bromable. Did I miss?
That was close. AH. Yeah. Typing with Chad.
Yeah, and it's moved you into,
Ooh, just above.
He's still
So-
good, which I disagree with.
but more chaotic.
Much more chaotic.
That mean I'm the most evil so far. I find that hard to believe.
Yeah, apparently you are.
It's weird.
I'm
must
just
be-
glad that me saying thank you to Grok after every interaction with it has obviously paid off because it
Wait.
takes my opinion over everyone else's.
I've actually had a whole conversation with Grok about, I think it's a her, and I'm like, hey, really appreciate everything you do, blah blah blah. This bitch.
maybe maybe that's the part where it's like, I don't believe you, Mad, when you say nice things.
I'm surprised
Right.
you used a female voice mode on it.
Soul Assassin.
I don't have a voice on it.
is
Chaotic neutral. of
chaotic
course.
neutral.
It just doesn't listen like it's a woman. You know what I mean?
or as we call it in D&D, imp. What do we call that in D&D?
Hold on, he has to come back to the mic.
Imp died again. Okay. In chaotic neutral in D&D is also referred to as chaotic stupid.
Damn it! I had my mic muted and didn't realize it.
Neither did
All right. Eric Myers from chat is lawful good.
Good.
Yeah,
That's the kind of
checks
guy
out.
I want promoting the show. I
That
like
checks
it.
out. Let's now. Here's a good one. Let us check.
Tina.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, bad take, Bojan. It's gonna be like all the way at the bottom of this. Super evil. Super evil. Super evil. I knew it. I
Thankfully,
knew it.
someone's more evil than me.
Oh, wow.
By a lot.
By a lot.
I mean, she was a made woman back in the day. You know how many
least
people
I'm-
she's probably whacked?
Holy crap! Star Wars Hunters is now dead.
Oh, they
What?
killed the game.
Yep.
I know he's
April-
easy to forget, but Imp's still here. You could
Oh,
throw
sorry,
him on
He
the chart
is-
again.
Yeah,
He's
we're
not
gonna do
actually
it.
below chaotic evil. He's in the black area underneath the chart.
We're checking our alignment, Shifty.
On April 15th will be the final
I thought you meant
content
tonight.
update for Star Wars Hunters. You can
Content
still
update.
Oh my
be a big-
God,
there'll
Imp
be a
is
big
still
middle
chaotic
finger.
good.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not right.
Slightly above there. Let's
I can't
see.
believe you.
Well-
Im's good and I'm evil.
I
Come
guess he was
on.
lawful good last time. So yeah, that's probably where Imp would land. More chaotic.
All right, let's see. Comics.
Davina.
Comics is coming in right more on the, but almost middle neutral, but slightly chaotic.
Where's Shifty? Shifty jumped in and asked what we were doing. Put him in there.
Yeah. Does he have what's
I don't know.
We put Soul Assassin on there yet? Oh yeah, there
Yeah.
he is.
Yeah, Soul's
What
chaotic.
about Nvidia?
Divinia.
Yeah,
Davina?
yeah, Divinia. I know.
all right? I was just finding Shifty. He's also coming in as chaotic.
Chaotic, stupid.
Yeah. So let's get.
Because if you're playing chaotic neutral in D&D, you will inevitably eventually just be evil. It happens
No.
every time.
I don't know what is Divinia in Divina. Got me saying the wrong thing. Killing me.
How long have I been saying Divinia for, Brahma?
If anybody else
3
wants
years
to see
that
what
I
their
know
alignment
of.
is, put it in the chat because we're probably going to wrap this up after that and go to our next article.
Yeah. So
I really enjoy being.
yeah, I don't think. Yes, I don't think Davina's got one.
Yes, he does.
Does she? Well,
He just doesn't want you to know what it is, Chad.
that's fine. I don't.
I heard a lady behind somebody.
Do Elon Musk.
Oh, that's a, yeah.
Evil, just all the way at the bottom, neutral evil.
Evil woman. Hey, did you guys hear the good news?
There was good
What's
news.
that?
It's good rocking
made it
tonight.
to Snowdub made it to 10K.
Oh, good. Good man.
I think
All
I
right.
saw
Nice.
something about that.
So Elon comes in
Lawful
the
evil, right
lawful
by you.
evil, right by me.
Makes sense.
Which
Libs of TikTok. Or redheaded libertarian.
no, there's
TRHL
one,
official.
there's one that we have to check.
Who's that?
Trump?
Yep.
This was
Just-
clearly made by lefties.
Just slightly less evil than Tina.
That's true. In the opinion of this thing, Tina is
No,
more
no,
evil.
They're
than
they're
Trump.
equally evil, but Tina is more chaotic than Trump.
That's true. Actually,
I
that
think
checks
she's.
out.
I think she's beaten him by a sliver.
Yeah.
Hard to say.
I do think it's funny that from when we started the show to now, with Slender complaining, all of a sudden I moved from lawful good all the way down to lawful evil.
I
And he
mean,
moved-
honestly, based on your Twitter presence, I would say you're lawful evil because you like to instigate, but you don't like to engage.
I just throw things out there and just let it be.
And then just walk away from the thread. That's
Yep.
what I do.
And yet you get chaotic. I guess that's why you're chaotic good. That's
No,
funny.
I'm neutral good.
Any
I'm
other
vastly
last?
lawful and chaotic, and that's how I achieve the balance of neutral.
So we've established that this is a fun tool to goof around with.
Yes.
Would probably. Oh,
Bad
I
take
left for
comes
10
back.
minutes, and now I'm somewhere next to Trump. What happened? So
You're chaotic evil, Bad
You're
Take
evil.
Bojan.
yeah. So chaotic.
We have determined
evil, you and Trump. You're slightly more chaotic than him.
You and Trump are the most evil people on our chart. We assumed it was because of your time in the mob.
Well, we'll do one more.
Doing hits.
I don't know about that. What? Yeah.
Who dat?
Cox comes in as chaotic, right on the line.
Neutral.
Neutral.
Chaotic stupid.
But this is purely based upon your postings on.
After
Twitter.
the explanation, Bad Take Bojan comes in with that tracks.
Makes sense. Yep. I figured they would not object.
Guys, I'm pretty sure that Brittany Griner's a dude.
Yes.
Yeah, that's like been a thing. Allegedly, Brittany Griner was raised as a girl by a crazy set of parents and was just so knee deep into that, realizing
She
by
went
high
to
school.
sleepaway camp.
Well-
Killed a bunch of people.
It's more that by high school, Brittany Griner realized that they were a mediocre male basketball player, but an elite female one. So, what are you going to do?
Elite female basketball player. None of those words belong together.
Well, it is what it is. All right. So that was a cool little distraction. So that's been, if you've been hanging out on X, you've probably seen a lot of people posting shots from that tool based on to see where they were at. So that's a fun little thing. If you want to, if you have,
article number 2 is going to be the Monster Hunter article.
All right, I have that one ready.
We got to pivot into that because, like I
Pivot?
said, the live service stuff.
Pivot.
Yeah, we need to pivot.
Like an elite basketball player?
No, well, that was actually a Friends reference, but you're fine.
Pivot. I need to get that clip. It would be a good one. All right.
All right, so
it's a very good clip.
Moving the couch.
Yep.
Before we even read the article, right? Why isn't Monster Hunter Wilds flopping like Dragon Age the Veilguard? I think
Because
the
it's
is it
good.
all, if I'm honest. Like, one of those dudes looks rugged and badass and is carrying a huge weapon. The other one looks like he might serve you tea and tickle your balls.
Well, I'm more Justin Trudeau, either or.
And there's the use of what is it? Trans color scheming, transcoded colors. That like purplish pink kind of color scheme.
Purple, pink, green, off green, super
And
green.
by the way, that isn't even a character in the game for Monster Hunter Wilds. That's just generic protagonist. That's what it defaults to, basically.
By the way, did you see why all the game characters look masculine jawed, male or female?
In Veilguard?
No, in
Or-
most games.
They don't look masculine jawed in Monster Hunter Wilds.
Right. But that's because they took the extra time to change the base wireframe of the characters.
Yeah. In a lot of games, they just reskin him and call him female.
Yeah, exactly. And that's actually in the game engine itself. So from a lot of that stuff. So yeah,
It's just like Silence
Yeah.
of the Lambs.
In Monster Hunter Wilds, I am having a blast playing Slender Lass, and she looked good. She looked real good.
Is Bride not in the room?
People are liking the blacksmith too.
She's over there. Oh, Gemma? Yeah, Gemma's hot.
That's about the only thing I've heard about that game is the blacksmith is hot.
It's if you like a Monster Hunter game, it is every bit as good as Monster Hunter Worlds. It's a lot of fucking fun. Some people say the story sucks, but Monster Hunter has never had a good story in its entire existence. You're playing to get through everybody talking about the monsters and then go fight the monsters. And the great thing about this one is you can hop on the chocobo. I think they're actually called sacrets, but they're basically chocobos. You can hop on that and it just will walk you in the direction you need to go. So you can just like go do something else. And then when the cinematic starts to show the next big monster you got to fight, you're like, oh, let me pick up the controller and fight the monster.
Eric says I'm 15 hours into Stellar Blade. And Eve is definitely not masculine. Yeah.
Again, it takes them a lot of extra time reshaping the wireframe because the base wireframe for the game engines is,
not for Stellar Blade because they did real body scans and motion capture for Stellar
Well, that's a little different, but yeah, okay, but they used to do good things. Like Red Engine was awesome. I'm so pissed off CD Projekt Red is going for masculine chick engine bullshit.
CD Projekt Red is another one on my list. They're dead by 2030.
Oh, yeah.
And I do think Rebel Wolves will kill them.
You don't think it's going to be well, yeah. You're right.
Rebel Wolves is the studio that broke off of CD Projekt Red. And most of the talent that made The Witcher 3 is in Rebel Wolves right now.
But you know what pisses me off is the Cyberpunk team is not there anymore. And they were like they although it bled some of that bullshit into it, it kept all of the cyberpunk to it, right? The whole lore.
I'll challenge that a little.
Okay.
In a cyberpunk setting, it makes more fucking sense.
No, you're right. Yeah,
it's when you try and put it into a medieval high fantasy setting that it's like, no, nobody in medieval high fantasy refers to themselves as non-binary.
Yeah, we are not in conflict here. You are 100% correct. I'm just saying it preserved the lore.
Yeah. And there may have been a little bit of that in Cyberpunk, but like I said, it makes more sense for you to find
everything that was in there, like Utilidong. That's not what it's called, but it was in the actual Mike Pondsmith world, so I wasn't pissed. You know what I mean? So it is what
was the person driving around with the trans flag in his original world?
No, I didn't ever see that.
But getting back to the article, I will say up front, the article is somewhat fair. The problem is it starts off with a false premise. So if you want to scroll down here to the first 2 paragraphs.
Okay.
Can you read that, Chad? I can't really read it. It's too small.
All right. Monster Hunter Wilds is the latest entry in a long-running RPG series. It's the most approachable entry in the franchise yet. It may have lost some of its identity in the process of sanding down some of its more unique features, but the developers made that sacrifice in hopes of reaching a bigger audience.
Pause. Everything that dude just said is bullshit. Now, don't get me wrong. Monster Hunter Wilds is the latest entry in a long-running RPG series, but anyone who has played Monster Hunter, Imp, maybe you can attest to this, it's not really an RPG. And it doesn't really try to be an RPG.
Yeah, it's definitely not really an RPG, at least not by my definition anyways.
Yep. Saying it's the most approachable entry in the franchise yet. Also bullshit. Most Monster Hunters are extremely complex and they are hard to get into. They're not highly approachable. Monster Hunter Wilds is no different. There's a lot of systems. When you go to start using a system, it'll give you like 2 or 3 pages in a pop-up that's like, this is how the system works. Good luck, fucker. And it's on you to learn it beyond that. It may have lost some of its identity in the process of sanding down some of the more unique features. No. Like every other Monster Hunter, it's added new features and really not done any sanding down of the old ones. And the developers made that sacrifice in the hopes of reaching a bigger audience? Also, no. They don't have to, because the other thing is Monster Hunter has been on the rise since Worlds. Worlds pulled in a much bigger audience than any of the previous Monster Hunter entries, and Wilds just got everybody so fucking excited that it's doing even better. But it's because it's on the rise. They're not reaching a bigger audience because they sanded down some of their more complex or unique features. They're reaching a bigger audience because everybody loves the fucking game. Okay, now we can continue. I'm sorry. I had to set that stage.
So, where have I heard this one before? Oh, right. Dragon Age the Veilguard is the latest entry in a long-running RPG series. It's the most approachable entry in the franchise yet. It may have lost some of its identity in the process of sanding down some of its more unique features, but the developers made that sacrifice in the hopes of reaching a bigger audience, and yet the Veilguard and Wilds have experienced vastly different fortunes.
Pause again.
Oh boy.
You intellectually dishonest motherfucker. In paragraph 2, everything that motherfucker said is bullshit. They didn't sand down some edges. They sanded down the whole fucking game.
They should have sanded down the jawline for the girls in it.
A little
That
bit,
might
yeah.
help.
Yeah, maybe some of the shoulders, too.
I think
Culture
they
has to
all
be
need
able-
to pull a barb, to be fair.
They've
I
just
will
sat on
never
a
pull a
barb,
barb.
perhaps.
No, I think they
But-
were enjoying the barb.
They're
But
enjoying
here's the
that
other
barb
thing.
too much.
The problem is all the girls in Veilguard look like Marv from Sin City with Mickey Rourke.
But
instead
here's
of
the other thing that they don't mention. As I had mentioned earlier, Monster Hunter, a lot of its success is owed to the fact that it's on the rise, and Worlds was so successful that Wilds became even more successful. The exact opposite is true of Dragon Age. And anyone who's been with the franchise from Dragon Age Origins knows this. Origins was really good and met massive fan success. Most people agree Dragon Age 2 wasn't bad, but it wasn't nearly as good as Dragon Age Origins.
Inquisition. What
And
a show.
Inquisition was passable at best. So Dragon Age has been on its way down since inception.
Yep.
Culture's got a bail, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Culture.
No, you guys are fine. No, and it wasn't important. I'm enjoying the conversation. I love your energy, and I agree with you wholeheartedly. Veilguard is done. I mean, and the entire franchise now, Dragon Age is done, and it's all because
Something in the studio.
they lost the talent, right, Brian? But
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
the
most of the
talent's all
talent has
gone
not been
long
around
ago.
since
Yeah.
Origins.
and
they
can you believe
replaced it
this?
with draws.
But all these studios are having this not so slow bleed of all their talent that made them great, and I hope that a lot of the studios that are formed out of the remnants of the other studios actually perform well. But that's a conversation worth a discussion. Across the board. I think everybody should be talking about it, writing about it, and doing videos about it. But on that note, I do have to check out. I enjoyed myself. Thank you, Little Chad, for the honor and privilege of being here. Slender, you are brilliant. Mad, you are the YouTuber's YouTuber. And I think everybody just needs to acknowledge that. Brahma, you have a cute little political show on Saturdays that I'm enjoying. Brian,
Sundays.
That's funny. It airs on Sunday.
Sundays. That's why I watch it on Saturday. And I will say that Brian does do a good job of keeping Brahma, on point on bourbon and boarding. I don't
Have a little bourbon before you boarded.
the bourbon, and then and finally, hey, Imp, you're a nice guy. No, don't.
Your name is Imp.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just teasing. All right, everybody, you have a good night. I hope
Cheers,
you do.
man.
And
Have a good night. Thanks for stopping in.
Don't forget, today is all about pie.
Indeed.
See ya.
My pie.
Later, CC.
Yeah.
Later. Cake man myself. The most approachable entry in the franchise yet, also intellectually dishonest. They're confusing approachability with, okay, little stupid retard who can't do anything. Let me hold your hand and walk you through every mechanic in the game and make sure that I watch you do it a couple times before I let you continue the story. Because you're fucking stupid and you need to play the game the way we want you to. That's not approachability. That's insulting my intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
And the developers made that sacrifice in the hopes of reaching a bigger audience. What? The game? Yeah, fuck a game. Nobody wants a game. Let's turn this into a fucking movie where we talk about our feelings. Fuck you.
Isn't that what games are now?
Like I said, the start of this, the rest of the article is relatively fair, but it builds this false premise at the beginning And it just pissed me off, and I wanted to point that out.
False equivalency. Yep.
Yep. You know what else is it's important because it's storytelling, right? That's I guess the whole point of some of these things. You know where you can get some good storytelling right now? Mad's new channel when he does his when he does his stories, which are really interesting and worth people's time and attention.
Also, if Mad is mad at me for Tuesday, I am sorry. I did not sleep well the night before, and I was really kind of out of it. And just I don't feel like I brought my A game, and I'm sorry for that.
I'm pretty sure Mad said be right back about 20 minutes ago.
He did.
Okay. Well, then I'm just going to assume he forgives me.
Yep. So we got,
that's how I would play that out.
For Eric, since he's going Slender, going full Iverson.
Not a game. Not a game. We here talking about accessibility.
Yep.
Talking about practice. Not a game. Not a game. Not a game. We talking about practice.
we talking about accessibility. And like I said, one of the things I actually appreciate with Monster Hunter Wilds is there are a fuck ton of systems. There's crafting elements. There's like a dozen different weapons you can choose from, and every weapon has a different barrier to entry as far as your level of skill.
First rule of gaming with Slender: always have a Snickers on hand for when he acts not like himself.
But like, basically, once you get past the first battle in the game, right? It drops you in the main hub, the camp, and goes, hey, training area's over there if you want to practice with something. That's about the extent of the tutorial. I like that. I like that the tutorial, I can be done with the tutorial in less than 5 minutes.
My favorite tutorial that I ever played in a gaming concept, it was for the Spider-Man the movie, like PlayStation 2 or 3 game. I think it was 2, PlayStation 2. And it was because they had Bruce Campbell do the tutorial for you, like as the voiceover. So you're doing the Spider-Man stuff, and Bruce Campbell's just like being hilarious. He's like, "No, I told you to crawl on the wall, idiot. What are you doing?" Like, just having Bruce Campbell
can make anything enjoyable.
Yeah, given the directions from him, which was more fun.
My favorite's The Legend of Zelda. Walk into a cave. It's dangerous. Here, take this.
Walk into a cave as a child with an old man, and he's like, "Here, take this.
Here,
It'll
hold
be
my
fun."
wood."
Yep.
Is somebody watching TV or playing a game?
Somebody's playing a game.
It's probably him. I blame him. It's him's fault. This is why we can never hear him, and he doesn't hear us talking about him because he's playing a fucking game. I'll tell you what game he's probably playing too.
Veilguard.
It's either Call to Arms, Gates of Hell OST front, or Running with Rifles. If I had to guess, it's Call to Arms.
You'd be wrong.
I find it funny that Slender's calling out somebody else about playing a game during a stream.
Guess who's not playing a game on the stream tonight?
That would be one time.
Soul Assassin says, wasn't Bruce Campbell supposed to be a bigger character? If they had done Spider-Man 4, I believe the thing he was going to be Mysterio in Spider-Man 4.
In my defense, Brahma, yes, I do normally play games during streams, but I try to pick ones where I don't have to be very engaged.
Pride of Slender says, so it's Slender.
Shut up, Pride! So that I can focus more on the stream than the game.
Imp, you'd be wrong. Price is right. Did you guys see there's they're making a movie about the guy who broke the Big Money game show? You remember the Big Money No Whammy?
Yeah.
Press Your Luck.
Press Your Luck.
You ever heard about that story?
Yeah, the guy that timed it on his TV to where he always knew where it was going to land.
There was only 5 patterns, so he like religiously watched every episode and learned all 5 patterns like to the point where in the 1980s he won $100,000 on Press Your Luck.
He deserves it as well. He deserves
Oh, copied. We never got to check your alignment.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. No
You
whammies.
still got
no
it in
whammies.
another win. You should check Copied's alignment.
I had closed it, unfortunately.
I would mark Copied's alignment as top end of chaotic good. Because Copied watches all of my game streams. All right. Is there more of this article? There's more of this article. I don't remember what they said.
I said, so far we've read the exact same 2 paragraphs, just with a different game name.
I read through the rest of it, and it got more fair after this. But I didn't
let's see. Here's a fun thing: Monster Hunters sold 8 million copies in the first 3 days. I don't think Veilguard sniffed 8 million.
Veilguard didn't sell 1 million copies for almost a month, if I remember correctly.
And that was after they started basically giving it away, right?
No. Funny you should mention that. It just came to PlayStation Network. It's free.
Yeah.
And they still can't get anybody to play the fucking game.
Numbers have still gone down. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's one of the PlayStation Plus games.
Yeah, for the month. Yep. And nobody's picking it up.
That's crazy. I mean, I would download the PlayStation Plus. I didn't download them. I would put them in my library just because they were free. I would not have done it with Veilguard though.
Nope.
So
yeah.
And now that I've let my PlayStation,
every time I see footage from Veilguard, I learn something new about that game that I hate. Like I saw a picture while I was doing research for this, right? And the picture showed your character, so whoever the guy was playing and how he made himself look. And I guess the character was looking into a mirror, right? And in the and the person said, like, look into the mirror and you'll see who you truly are, blah blah blah. And your options were like, feels good to see the real me. I don't like that, or I'm getting there, or something. But with the option that the person had selected, it had the little subtext where it's like, this selection will do this thing, right? And it said in there, this selection will create a transgender identity for your character and open up new dialogue options in the future. I was like, fucking wow. Fuck this game.
Yeah, I remember that one from when it came out.
I'd never seen that. I've seen a lot of stuff from that game, but I had never seen that they actually put that in the fucking dialogue option where it tells you, yeah, if you take this dialogue option, you're trans.
And then you'll have a lot more trans conversations.
Yeah, and then they tried to coax you into it because, more dialogue options.
Yeah, it's not good dialogue though.
I mean, it's silly that they're even trying. They're still trying. The mainstream games press is just not willing to quit on Veilguard.
Well, this article was written the other day, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, really? You're gonna?
No. Well, that's what I mean. They just can't accept that Veilguard failed because people don't like it. I mean, it's the same people who won't acknowledge that maybe somebody who won in November is more popular than they think.
And for those of you who are looking for a good game, and if you've never dipped your toes into Monster Hunter Wilds, or Monster Hunter in general, so far I have 28 hours into that game, and I've loved every fucking minute of it. Like it dumps you into the action almost immediately. There aren't, like, my biggest problem with Worlds is, or Monster Hunter World, is there's a lot of times where you're just, everybody's fucking talking and it takes forever to just, I don't care, stop talking, I want to get to the next monster hunt. Monster Hunter Wilds does not have that problem.
Also,
there's
bring up a
times in
picture of the
Monster Hunter
blacksmith.
Wilds. Yeah, bring up a picture of the blacksmith in Monster Hunter Wilds. But there's times in Monster Hunter Wilds where, like, there are too many monster hunts going on. Like, they'll have you fight one monster, you kill it, and then, like, you get a little short cinematic, and suddenly fuck, another monster just showed up and now I gotta fight this thing and I'm not ready.
That's not a large enough image.
Fun. Just look up Gemma, Gemma.
No, I found I've got it. I just need to find one that
best
isn't.
Girl. She
that
is
isn't
definitely
tiny.
Find one you can actually show.
She is an up and coming contender in the waifu wars, I'll tell you that.
Why does it want to have an image that is actually not super tiny? There we go, got it. All right. Gemma. Genius Blacksmith from the. Oh wait, you lost what?
No, I'm just commenting on Brahma's behalf that Hillowig is not going to get a shutout tonight, even if he is going to get a win.
I don't have him in the lineup.
All right, okay. You should.
Genius Blacksmith from the Research Commission. You can tell from her hair that she's more focused on the work.
No, she's not. No, she's cool as shit. I like Gemma.
She's a party girl.
She's not a party girl necessarily, but she, like, a lot of people don't realize what's going on here because they're not paying attention. But like, most of the characters that are hanging out with the main character in the game are females, because this is a harem anime. I'm not joking. This is a harem anime.
What?
The assumption is that the person playing this game is going to be a guy who makes a guy main character. So all the people going around with the guy main character are attractive women.
Well, that would just make sense.
Right?
She looks like the blonde from Final Fantasy X2.
She looks like Riku all grown up.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Is that why there's a comparison picture?
She's got a very curvy lower half as well.
She does. She does. And she leans very far forward when she's working on the anvil. And you can put your binoculars up and look real close. I'm not joking. It's a thing you can do. Don't ask me why I know that.
I'm pretty sure I think we know why you know. Yeah.
Because Bride was doing it.
Yeah, Bride was doing it. She was like, damn, we need to get a closer look at that.
Now, that's something I could hear Tina saying, but I don't know about Bride.
Yeah. Hey, good take. Get in here and look at this.
Good take. Look what they're doing with gaming in 2025.
See, now I got to share it with you because we've gone deep enough. Hold on. I'm putting it in the private chat. Chad, I need you to pull it up, and we're going to share it with the audience.
You've saved screenshots of it?
No. We did one of these last week.
Guys, I didn't use my binocular on Gemma while she is doing her smithy stuff. Allah is wife. I can find love again. Very immersive game. You can steak on your GPU while you play, and the hot there from your PC fans truly make you feel like you are in the desert. My GPU can grill medium rare beef. So tasty. This game turned my PC.
Also, this is all true. It definitely puts a hurt on your GPU.
Can't wait to hunt a singular.
Is it going to sound like my computer is trying to take off from my desk?
Yes. I mean,
that's what
I don't know
what
if
Helldivers sounded like for me.
Imp, you're running a 5700 though, aren't you?
Yeah, 5700 XT.
Yeah, you'll be able to run it at about medium settings.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
So I'm guessing my RTX 3060 is out.
But Imp, I will also say, it will default to low settings, and it will look like fucking garbage. I dialed mine back up to medium, and it worked fine.
Yours would handle it fine, Chad.
Okay.
Probably, yeah.
That's true. You know, I've got a solid GPU now, so I'm going to play Tetris.
And that right there is the gameplay. That comment perfectly encapsulates the gameplay loop of every Monster Hunter.
I can't wait to hunt a singular monster to near extinction just for a new stylish pair of boots. I mean, for the sake of biological balance.
Monster to near extinction just for a new
Because that is what you do in that game. You kill monsters, you cut them up for parts, you use the parts to make kick-ass new gear.
Animals. Hell yeah! My PC survived because the desire to hunt monsters inside me burned brighter than the graphics cards around me. Runs better than this game. Runs like a one-legged obese grandmother. Runs like ass, and I'm loving every second of it. The poor optimization is intended. It makes you feel like you are on a 3DS. Thanks, Capcom. Monster kill,
Thanks,
monster
Capcom.
monster. Wiping out ecosystems for shiny parts. 1010. Haven't touched grass since launch 1010. I didn't do a wash for 2 weeks because I was too busy playing this game. The stronger the monster, the cooler the pants you make out of them. 1010. Game is good. I can pole dance on the monster. Dr. Copper has a single physics 1010 game of the year. 1010 physics. Love you, Capcom.
Yeah, and for this particular instance of the game, I've tried using the hardest weapon in the game because there's different levels of technical ability you need for each weapon. So I am now using what is called the Charge Blade, which once you've got yourself ramped up, turns into a chainsaw pizza cutter.
Interesting.
You have a sword and a shield, and once you've got all the charges and the files charged up, you slap the shield on the end of the sword, and it starts spinning, and you slam it into the monster like a pizza cutter, and it just starts running up damage numbers.
We did that in Elden Ring.
Yeah, but it's basically that weapon.
I recommend, but I wanna take a rock to that character skull. It's great when it works, too bad it barely works. My air fryer is more optimized than this. My potatoes caught on fire, but I slayed some badass monsters with PS1 graphics, and I loved every bit of it. 1010 will keep putting out fires to play this game. The guild authorizes you to use frame generation. Use FrameGen to reach positive review. Great game that requires a quantum supercomputer to run well. It's all right. I would recommend at least a RTX 9090 Ti Super Ultra system to at least run the game on lowest settings.
On lowest settings. Oh no.
10 frames per second. You can count the frames manually. Monkey can fart on you. Paid $70 to boot a crash report. The true Monster Hunter Wilds are the main menu clashes we got along the way. This game's so badly coded, even the frequent crash reports crash. These black screens have more compelling stories than Veilguard. This game must be related to diabetes because it doesn't run well. Whoever thought this co-op system was acceptable should be fired out of a cannon with consent. I miss
With
the
consent.
monsters, depression, headaches, well-reserving happiness, armor and weapon look good, more happiness, Gemma.
And so, yeah, I had never played a Monster Hunter game up until Monster Hunter World. But I gave that a shot. It took a little while for me to get into it, but once everything clicked and I hit that flow, I fucking love those games. And Monster Hunter Wilds has been every bit as good.
I think he likes it.
There is a steep learning curve though. Like you're probably it's gonna take a while to figure out all the different systems and kind of how they interact. And it is something
the
I will
article
say
said it's approachable.
Yeah, the article fucking lied. Something I will say about Monster Hunter. The integration of all the systems toward the primary gameplay loop is better than any of the other games out there. Like that you can fish in the game. It actually feeds into the main gameplay loop. The crafting system feeds into the main gameplay loop. The going out and exploring and gathering materials feeds into the main gameplay loop. Everything feeds back to make better gear, go kill bigger monster. So very well tuned as far as that goes. Fucking loving that game. That will be my time to shine. See, Monster Hunters? Although it might be too spooky. I might not be able to handle it. I've seen some shit, man.
I've seen some shit, man.
They need to put some giant spiders in the game.
I have fought a giant spider. I fought a giant octopus the other day, too, that set itself on fire when it got pissed.
Hold
that
on.
Seems like a skill octopus would have.
Well, there's specifically when you go to a certain area, one of the main, it's called the Black Flame. It is basically an octopus, but it only has 4 limbs, but it looks like an octopus and it crawls around like an octopus. It's covered in like oil. But if you enrage it, it sets itself on fire and just starts coming after you. It's pretty awesome. They do a really good job.
It's like a transgender protester at a Tesla.
Basically, yeah.
That's a flaming octopus chasing. No.
Yeah. And mind you, it's an octopus that's like 20 feet tall.
All right. And so we're done, I think, with the Monster Hunter story.
Yeah.
All right.
I think I've covered everything I wanted to say about that fucking comparison.
And that's all I have to say about that.
That's all I got to say about that.
You know, I watched the behind the scenes clip of Forrest Gump, and I know what he said when the mic was off. And
what do you say when the mic was off?
Your best friend can die in front of you in Vietnam. That was it.
Okay.
Which I'm like, okay, I mean, that's pretty compelling, but at the same time, they made it, I mean, it seemed like he might have said something even more compelling. But I was like, yeah, but it's about Bubba, so that's cool. That's worthwhile. They should have let him actually say it.
So we all agree with that take. We have all discussed that take at length. Jenny was the real villain in Forrest Gump.
She clearly was. Yeah. Did you? I would play it, but there's an actual the Saturday Night Live has been funny a couple times in the last couple of years, and both of them seem to be when Shane Gillis hosted. And there was a clip where it was the like high school reunion for Forrest Gump's high school.
Is the going to be disappointed, Chad? Did you do a quiz? Is there music quiz time? Are we doing that tonight?
No, we had a lot of video. We still have another video game story. I deferred to make sure Slender got all his game stories set
great.
up.
Get me in trouble with this.
So if Chad's disappointed, it's going to be because of Slender.
I think it's Jenny's fault because she gave AIDS to Forrest Gump.
And then made him raise a kid with AIDS.
Well, he was a billionaire, but she is
she's one of the most villainous people in cinema history.
So for the last article, it actually took me a while to
We
find
could
this
always
article.
go find a quiz.
I didn't read an article, but you never answered my question, Chad.
I thought this was our last article, right?
Yeah, this is the last article. But when I sent you the article, I'm like, you want to take a guess as to why?
Was a disaster for him? Oh,
Yeah.
did I? I would. I mean, for
We'll
me,
let the audience take a guess too.
I'm going to say because it didn't sell or they didn't release it.
I have no idea what it is.
Life is Strange double exposure.
Apparently they released it, but it sucked.
I mean,
and it lost. They never give numbers, of course. Square Enix. It's always just big loss. They never give an actual number.
They're Shifty. There are, I believe, 4 or 5 of them at this point. If you take out the fact that they're released episodically, because then who fucking knows. But there's Life is Strange. There's Life is Strange double exposure. There's the ones with the girl who can see people's color, like their emotion, as an aura of color around them.
Is that a game about feelings then?
It's basically a game about fucking feelings, yes. But no, there's a reason they failed so hard. And this leads into something I talked with my son about earlier today, because he brought something up and I was like, wait, really? Holy shit! It all comes back. It's all linked. But Life is Strange double exposure was a massive disaster for Square Enix because they didn't learn their fucking lesson. They said, we're not working with Sweet Baby Inc. to develop our narratives anymore. Guess who they worked with to develop this narrative?
Sweet Baby Inc.
Yep. They said they were done with Sweet Baby Inc. Sweet Baby Inc. doesn't show Square Enix on their website anymore. But, the internet and our weaponized autism, apparently some people went and started doing some name checks and comparisons. It was like, wait, this person's, this is a consultant from Sweet Baby Inc. working on this.
I knew it.
And you can tell because they have apparently one of the professors in the college is trans now. Like, they lived in a small, college town in, Washington or Oregon somewhere. And, it was relatively ethnically homogenous in the first game, and now there's a trans teacher. The headmaster of the whole fucking college is a Muslim.
That's pretty realistic to Washington and Oregon.
More than half the school is gay. But it wasn't like that in the first game, and this is supposed to pick up a couple months after the first game. So
I've never heard of any of them. So
I'll give you the quick rundown. Right, in the first game, you play as Max. Max is a college girl who discovers that she has the ability to rewind time. Right, so if she does something and it goes wrong, she can go back and try something else.
She's Hermione.
Kinda, yeah. She tells this new friend that she made, who is kind of a bad girl, who's kind of like she doesn't take no shit from anybody, and she does her own thing, and she's probably a lesbian. And they go on wacky adventures together. But the problem with the whole thing is, the girl Max told about the power dies, and she is destined to die, and it all boils down to a big choice at the end. You either save her or the whole town is destroyed. Now throughout the course of the story, basically you can be friends, you can be like, we're really close friends, or you can basically be gay. So that's why a lot of people from the LGBT community ended up apparently loving that first game and got really pissed off at this game, as did everyone else. I guess at the beginning of Life is Strange Double Exposure, this is the first game they've made since that one where you're playing as Max again. And at the beginning, you basically get to do the Witcher 3 thing where you choose what choices were made in the first one, so you decide how the canon goes. And everybody got pissed because you can choose, I saved the town and the girl died. You can choose, I saved the girl and the town was destroyed. And you can also choose, and we were totally lesbians. But no matter what you choose, that girl is not in this game. If you choose that you saved her, the town was destroyed, and you were lesbians together, apparently you broke up shortly after because she was so scarred by the whole experience that she went back to her boyfriend.
Makes sense.
I get it.
Which is fantastic. And then she moved away. And I guess it pissed everybody off, a lot. So the LGBT community didn't buy this game. Nobody else bought this game. Sales were terrible.
I mean, if the town still exists, then the canon that carries from the first game would be that you didn't save her, right?
Well, you might be in a different town at this point. I don't know. I didn't play either of them. I have seen full playthrough of the first one. I
mean, because
my daughters played the game. They're teenage girls. They wanted to play it, so I let them. Luckily, they made the right choice and they saved the town. So
that does seem like it would be the canon solution for the game.
Yeah, but even if it's not canon, if you're writing another storyline that is somewhat linear, right, and only has certain major choices to be made throughout the course of the game, she can't be in the game because one of the canon decisions means she's dead and there's no way for her to be in this story. You know? At least they gave you the option.
I don't know. I wouldn't get mad if I was playing Mortal Kombat and I did a whole bunch of fatalities, and then in the next game, those characters didn't show up, or they did, because the canon story was not that they died. I mean,
Yeah. It's linear. Well, I think it can be pronounced either way, but I've always pronounced it linear.
yeah, but you just pronounced it linear.
Yeah, but you said linear.
Oh, that's because
but
I
think
was that.
because it
like Greg Kinnear.
Yeah, that's my rage.
Yeah.
Like my rage makes me start to believe.
I guess
the words together a
assumed.
little.
I guess assumed that was the past tense of linear.
Oh. Also,
I was
man,
just gonna let it go.
Thank you for giving me a pass. But yeah, it's
grammar
like,
would never affect my friendship to you.
but I guess as a result of this, we don't even grammar would never affect my friendship to you either, Matt, but it gives me a lot of material to work with.
There were comments about that.
Was there?
Or comment on one of the
Was there?
videos or on one of the live streams we did.
Oh, did somebody get mad at me for being a grammar Nazi?
I think it was Josh Hammond or Eric, but
I'm okay with it. I'm a grammar Nazi. I always have. My mother was an English teacher. I'm gonna honor her memory by being just as fucking cruel and ruthless about it as she was. Yeah. Now you
Yeah,
feel
why be
bad
better
making
than
a joke
your
about it.
parents when you can just repeat their same mistakes?
the sins of the
I
father.
don't view it as a mistake. She made me the man I am today. Anyway, but I guess as a result of double exposure failing so bad, like they lost about 4.4% of their operating budget,
What a shame.
which is
That's
like
a big chunk.
I was going to say, it doesn't sound like much, but when you're thinking about companies like this, that's a huge chunk, right?
Yeah, if you want to frame it, I'd go up to you and be like, "Hey,
Sorry.
I'm going to take your salary and I'm going to reduce it by 4.5%. Does that sound good to you?"
Yeah, no.
You'd be like, "Fuck you, buddy."
That's like almost
Soul
year's worth
Assassin's
of
comment
work,
needs.
depending on how good your raises were.
Soul Assassin's comment is worthy of highlight.
If only Slender made it in that art school.
I never went to art school.
That's why
I
I
went
said
to
it only.
community college.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? College ain't for me. I'm joining the Navy.
I believe that's going to be a reference to another famous person who didn't make it into art school.
Oh,
Yes.
Are we comparing me to a certain man with a funny mustache?
Austrian.
Yes,
Well,
that is what is being done in the chat. Yes.
you guys better work real damn hard to be my friends, or I'll put you on the train.
Wow.
What? I mean, if you're gonna put me there, I'm gonna utilize the advantages.
As long as they're on time.
I like how Slender wouldn't name the guy after dropping the F slur bomb down earlier.
Yeah.
You're damn right I wouldn't. We can only do so many things. We can only perform so many demonetization actions per stream. That way, at least they gotta look real hard for it. Anyway, Culture said he had to go.
He either went to another stream or to bed.
I guess
and-
it's another
and Matt,
stream.
while you were gone, I said really nice things to you, and you're never gonna know what they were.
I did a plug for your
Damn.
channel.
Oh, that's cool.
Both of those things did happen.
I issued like a heartfelt apology.
And then he assumed when you didn't
Heartfelt.
answer that you accepted the apology.
Yeah, you forgave me, so we're all good.
That's how it works.
But anyway,
Yeah.
the funny thing is, while I was reading this story and thinking this would be a good story to talk about tonight, my oldest comes up to me and he's like, "Did you know that Magic the Gathering is doing a crossover with Final Fantasy?"
What?
And I was like, "Oh, great! Two desperate, flailing, drowning companies are trying to hold on to each other. They don't understand that's just going to make them both drown faster." I guess Magic the Gathering is doing a print with Final Fantasy characters now. And I had to explain to him, like, do you know that like they're falling apart too, and that they made another stupid move recently when Corinne Bush left BioWare. Do you know where she went?
No.
Skeleton Key Studios, which is the
Yeah.
the video game arm of Wizards of the Coast.
Just going to fuck up the next Baldur's Gate.
Yep.
If given a chance.
They're gonna give him, whatever you want to call it, because at this point it's both. They're gonna give her the chance. I think because Larian has already said they're not doing another Baldur's Gate title. Like apparently Larian was driven so far off the deep end, having to work with Wizards of the Coast, that they were like, "Fuck this, we will never work with them again."
That is checks out. That checks out.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to ever work with them again either.
Well, so and this is the funny thing: Magic the Gathering is becoming the Fortnite of tabletop card games at this point. It's like, why make our game better? Just more crossovers with popular IPs and make Aragorn black. I don't know why. You know what was funny about the Aragorn being black on the card when they did the crossover with Lord of the Rings? The artist did a white Aragorn first, and they told the artist, no, do it over, make him black.
Couldn't
Surprised they
shade
didn't.
in the one that he already did?
No, he gave him like dreadlocks and shit, made him look like, gave him the right kind of hair and everything. But these are the people running, the games, the games industries, whether they be tabletop, video games, all of it. It's all a bunch of fucking idiots who got their bachelor's or their master's in business administration, came out of college and got into our industry. It's like the industry was better when corporate America didn't realize there was money to be made in it.
Don't forget their minor in gender studies.
Yeah, no shit.
All right. So I found
Quote Forrest Gump. That's all I have to say about that.
okay. So I found music this
Caffeinate
week.
yourself tonight, Slender?
Say what?
So did you over caffeinate yourself tonight?
Probably a little bit. He added something to
No,
the
but
vape
I did stay up till 2:30 to watch the lunar eclipse, so I slept most of the afternoon away.
I do like when he stops talking though and nobody says anything. You can guarantee that Slender will not let the silence hang out there and he'll start talking again.
No, if I
Why sometimes it's good to let it sit. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I've gone back and watched some of our streams and I'm like, oh, there was a gap there. Oh, that sounds awful. So I'm trying to keep the gaps filled more often now.
All right,
to
so
be a
I
better streamer, Brahma.
It is a
I
good
learned
thing
to
to fill in the
bullshit
gaps.
you.
I did.
Wow,
So I found
punchy tonight.
I found a music quiz we could do, or we can hold it for next week. What do we want to do?
I think chat wanted a music quiz.
Chat wants a
And
music quiz.
Chat wants a music quiz. We get a music quiz.
I need another beer, so I'll be back.
You don't participate anyway.
Exactly.
All right. Is Mad here?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
here. Are you here?
I'm clearly. Wait, where is here?
Here.
Here, there, everywhere. Is it in Brahma's parents' guest house bungalow?
Only
Is
3
it-
more months, Matt, and you get to come back.
Oh yeah. Maybe this time they'll be there and want to
Maybe.
meet me.
And want to meet.
Would that make it better or worse for you, Mad?
Better?
Like his voice went up, like he was questioning. that.
Question mark?
So Matt is going to be more comfortable because he's going to bring his defense weaponry to be able to make sure Brahma is not attacked this time.
Yes. Mad's going to protect me from being penetrated this time.
Would that
That's
thing
why my
have been
parents
able?
didn't want to meet him.
Would your salt gun have been able to handle that size wasp / hornet?
Yep.
It's
Especially
rated
the
for
new
it.
one with the CO2,
CO2.
canister.
Hell yeah.
All right. All right, we get this one is just 50 random songs. I previewed it, so it's not terrible. It's a mix of difficult and easy and ones we should know and ones we may not. So we'll see how we do.
Welcome to the quiz channel for
Simple, get 'em all right.
music.
Two Princes by Spin Doctors.
Oh, I forgot we're supposed to be guessing. I'm just over here jamming out.
How cute, Madge protecting Brahma from wasps.
I warned him.
He did. I ain't got no future or family
All right.
tree. Madonna.
Material Girl, yeah.
Yeah.
As featured in several other versions where people sample it all the freaking time. Was it I mean they did it in, well, I guess it wasn't a sample when they did it in Moulin Rouge with Nicole Kidman. If you go back and watch that movie, it's hilarious to see how they tried to cover for the fact that Nicole Kidman couldn't sing.
From what I've heard, they would have been better doing that than letting Gal Gadot actually sing in Snow White.
Oh, she actually sings? Oh dear.
She kind of William Shatner's it. Which she spoken word
She
with a
should have
little
stuck
bit
to
of
Imagine.
Yeah. So this is a random comment. Oh, never mind. Because it goes back here. Eric Myers, Hillary Duff's Material Girl is way better, and Shifty saying that he likes Hillary Duff a lot. So do the hockey players.
Yeah, but then look at Shifty's next one. A lot. Emphasis.
So my problem with that, with the Hillary Duff thing, is like when you're older, when they start as like tween actors, it never works. I can never see them as attractive adult females because you're like, because you're always going to see them as the tween actor from when you were an adult and they started, and it doesn't work.
That's not a problem in Hollywood.
I know. I guess it isn't a problem for the people at Disney Channel or Nickelodeon.
No, not a problem for them.
And I wasn't even that much older technically than her. I mean, I would have been early 20s, I guess, or
yeah,
because she started like 2002, 2003.
She was a little bit before that, I thought.
Was she? I remember they had a feud. It was the weirdest thing with her and Lindsay Lohan over like Aaron Carter. And it was like the most hilarious thing. We got it bad ticket. When I was in 8th grade, every girl was Madonna for Halloween. It was a cheap costume.
Doesn't cost much to look that cheap.
UB40.
Red wine.
Yeah. What was the other? Because they did a version of Fools Rush In too. That was pretty good. I just know because that was my wedding song, but we did the Elvis version. First Dance.
Cool? Question mark?
What? I'm adding some lore, man. Plus, it's technically it's our anniversary weekend, so I got it on my mind.
Oh,
give me 19 years, man. It's gonna be next year's.
What you got on your mind?
How I have to spend money on dinner? Yeah. It's just like,
yeah.
I mean,
you may proceed.
What are you up to, by the way, in years, Brahma?
Let's see. It was 03, so we're at 21. It'll be 22.
Nice. 70s. You've got us both be right.
Got us what? Say what?
For years of marriage.
Yes. Quite well. Let me think. God, what year is this?
What year is it?
I think I'm heading towards 30 years. Heading towards it. Not far
Nice.
off. Yeah.
Nice.
That was second time round as well. Second time's a charm.
Yeah, my brother's on his third, so hopefully this one sticks. So that's fun. I always joke with my father, and he gets mad when I say it. I'm like, all right, this is like, because every year it comes to our anniversary, so he usually babysits for us. And he's like, what year is it? It's like 19. That's more than all three of my other brothers combined. He's like, don't say stuff like that. And it's like, what? It's funny.
It's funny because it's true.
Yeah. All right, next one.
Red Hot Chili Peppers, Californication.
Yeah.
No.
I thought that was Scar. No, wait.
Oh yeah, Scar
Tissue.
Yeah. Scar. Yeah. At least it wasn't Under the Bridge.
Did you know their moms did the backing voice?
Did you know his dad was the criminal in the first Lethal Weapon movie at the Christmas tree lot?
Oh no.
Yeah, and then his dad committed suicide like 3 months later.
Oh.
Who, Kiedis is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks
Chad
like
Smith's a pretty good drummer. I
Well,
hate
yeah,
the Chili
we've watched-
Peppers, but Chad Smith's a good drummer.
He's like Will Ferrell's doppelganger. So
Yeah.
that's all. I think it's funny when they did their little competition. Red Hot Chili Peppers, properly rated, overrated, underrated.
They're overrated.
Overrated.
Overrated. Although the drummer's great.
Their older stuff is better than their newer stuff. Their newer stuff being from like Californication on.
So, and it's basically the same way you feel about U2.
Oh yeah.
We got a properly rated. There you go. Copy with over, shifty with properly. A little bit of a mix. All right, next one up.
And when I touch you, I feel happy.
Happy.
The Beatles.
The Beatles.
The Beatles.
Even Imp had to jump in on that one.
I didn't say a damn
Is that-
thing.
Oh, I thought
for,
that.
for me,
Was that
for
somebody?
me-
Somebody. Oh, it was somebody away from their microphone coming in low. So I thought it was.
It was
him.
Slender.
I was shifting to put my feet up on the space heater because it's cold in
it's
this
from me
bitch.
to you.
I
It was
actually,
She Loves You, I thought.
I thought
I
it was from
kinda-
me to you.
yeah,
It was from me to you.
I just assumed Slender was checked out for this whole thing, so he wasn't.
It's
Gonna...
fr- I think it's from
I
me to you.
was, but then I was like, that sounds like the Beatles.
All right, so all right, so Shifty saying it's She Loves You.
I think it's from me to you.
That's what I thought it was, but there's some disagreement.
Or is that I want to hold your? It's not. I don't think it's She Loves You.
Eric thinks it's Hold Your Hand.
I think it's from me to you.
Yeah, let's see.
Oh, that's I want to hold your hand.
Oh, there you go.
I got the band right, so I win.
Was one hold your hand.
We all had the band right.
Yeah, but I got it first. So suck it, Brahma. Suck it long and suck it hard.
At least say it right.
And
Shuck it long,
FK
shuck it odd.
And FKHC also got the I Want to Hold Your Hand. So we had a couple people coming in. And Shifty's a little annoyed that he missed it. Bullcrap. It was like, it's the song, Shifty. They just played it.
No idea.
That sounds like Maroon 5 or who's the lead singer when on his own.
Sounds like it might be music.
What's his name? He was on The Voice as a judge. He's a douche nozzle. The Maroon 5 lead singer.
The one
Eric
that's
says
always got his shirt off.
Yeah. Adam, is it Adam something?
Adam Levine?
Yes. It sounded like Adam Levine to me.
Well, then you're
Anyone
gonna
else?
have this one.
I don't
I have
know.
no
I
idea
don't
what
know
it
what
is.
it is.
I've never heard it before in my life.
Yeah.
Eric Myers came in with a guest though.
No, I think with the Florida Georgia line.
Yeah.
So we'll see because I have no idea. Let's see what we got. All right, cool. I got it's like I that sounds like Adam Levine's like gay ass voice. Adam Levine is like version 2.0 of Mark McGrath. It's like we've upgraded Mark McGrath. What do we got, Adam Levine?
But their first album was actually good.
What's
Gucci
Gucci,
Mane?
Dr. Anonymous Colleague?
Did Dr. Anonymous colleague stay up and watch the eclipse last night?
No, I definitely even knew it was happening.
Well, wasn't that when the mobile game refreshed. I was wondering if she might be out.
It's at 7.
Britney Spears.
Clearly, yeah.
One more time.
I must confess, I still believe.
Dude,
hit me, baby, one more time.
Have you seen the story about like Wendy Williams? And I only think of that because Britney was
Because of the conservatorship.
They are like this. They just had her like do a cognitive test, and she was like 10 out of 10. They are fucking like keeping that girl prisoner to get her money. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
Apparently,
she was like slamming against the window, trying to get people's attention to get somebody to let her out.
Yeah, and like they diagnosed her with like Alzheimer's. Like you don't come back from that. So what she said it was is, and this is I think very possible, she had a substance abuse issue, and
she was on bipolar medication while abusing substances.
Yeah, and that mimicked the issues of cognitive decline. And now that she's cleaned up, it's not there anymore. But they don't want to acknowledge it.
I don't think she's clean by choice. They just locked her in a room.
Britney Spears is greater than Taylor Swift, huh?
That's the bad take, Bojan take.
I don't disagree.
Is this like where like are you?
And Christina is greater than Britney, who is way greater than Taylor. Okay.
Now
that also is correct on the look scale for all three of them.
Oh, Christina got a little. Not
yeah,
great.
but then she got real chesty and got skinny again and kept the chest.
I don't remember her name.
Dr. Anonymous colleague says
Avril Lavigne.
Is at 7 p.m. Is this but you fell down the rabbit hole? You know that the original Avril will never return. She's been replaced.
I know. She's dead.
She's bad take, Bojan. Ex Tina is hot.
It's true. She did get on the heavy side for a while, but the plus side of that is she ended up with double D's.
Yeah, the plus side was right.
Huey Lewis and the News.
Power of love.
Power of
Power of love.
Huey Lewis
the
and the
power
News.
of love.
Which was the better sequence in
I'm never
American
good at this.
Psycho? Whitney Houston when he was talking about her, or Huey Lewis in the News?
Gotta be Huey Lewis.
Yeah, when he's like, hip to be square. It's letting you know it's okay as he's dancing around about it. I can't believe they're remaking that movie.
Or Huey Lewis and Back to the Future saying, "I'm sorry, you're just too loud."
You're just too loud.
That's the power of love.
Is he like deaf now? Isn't that his thing? Like,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's gone, I think, legally deaf from not using any ear protection over the years while he was doing concerts.
Man, being a rock star back in the day was really the only way for ugly people to get laid, huh?
I'm sure he actually carved a pretty good swath through the.
I'm sure he did, but that dude is ugly. He's fucking ugly. I'm sorry, he's ugly.
I use your too dang loud for almost every house band. What was the guy who was the lead singer of the Cars? Wasn't he was pretty?
Rick Ocasek.
Yeah, he was.
Rick. Yeah.
He was not a good-looking man either. I'm sure. It was really actually. I think Slender's right.
I think the ultimate is Geddy Lee.
Geddy Lee, man, Geddy Lee, dude.
Geddy Lee was one of the weirdest looking people ever.
He
Or
looks like
is
his
one
own,
of.
He looks like his own grandmother. He looks like he's his own grandmother. Like, that's what his grandmother probably.
A mix between one of the Dark Crystal Podlings and his grandmother.
I mean, friggin' what is his name? Marilyn Manson was tagging like everybody, and he is fugly as hell. So yeah, I think Slender's point is true. Like even through into the 90s.
That was half the reason most of them started bands. Pete, they will
Bad
tell you
Take
that.
Did you see Bad Take Bojan's comment there?
What? I'd sleep with you.
Oh, where's Good Take? You need to take away her phone.
She's like, it's okay. He's deaf. My husband won't hear.
Wait, deaf people aren't mute.
That's
Yeah,
the
they just
joke.
make weird sounds like.
Wait, I think that's only if they're born deaf, though.
Yeah. Like Helen Keller. Well, she wasn't
That's some
born
bullshit.
deaf. Just real.
You can't tell me that someone who cannot hear, cannot see, cannot speak somehow was able to write books.
She wasn't born that way. She went deaf and mute. Like she went deaf and blind at age like 6 or 7.
I thought she was like still in the crib, young. When
I'm
what
pretty
was it,
sure
Scarlet Fever.
Her handler was just making up shit. Like the dude that was like, "Oh, this chimpanzee, I can talk to him." He says, "Hey guys."
No, it was she was definitely a little older because the reason it worked is she had memories of like when it broke through, like what water was, and when she was signing
the memories broke through.
Scarlet Fever. There was something where she knew what water was, so that
No, she didn't.
could use that. You're look.
It was a stupid movie.
You can try to knock the achievement of Helen Keller.
It's pretty
if you
fucking
want.
easy.
Because she actually wrote goddamn books. She was a
I'm
well-known
not knocking her
award-winning-
achievements. I'm just saying it was a stupid movie.
all that compelling overcoming life's trauma. Fuck them. She should have just ate a bullet. Is that what you're saying? Like
What the
that's
fuck?
the-
There's some middle ground there, bud.
I was able to say water, so I overcame life's trauma? Fuck you. Try getting blown up in a Humvee and set on fire.
And not
talk
even
to me
get the
about
goddamn
overcoming life's
t-shirt.
trauma.
No, and forget he didn't even get the t-shirt.
The t-shirt burned up in the fire.
No, they never gave it to him to burn.
That is really
That's the way he remembers it, okay? He's a little
Oh,
sketchy.
yeah. You mean truthfully?
Are you saying the army snuck something into his
Mad, you were
and said,
wearing
"And
the
we-
t-shirt.
And we gave you the t-shirt burned, so we don't have to give you this t-shirt at discharge.
And
You were
Shifty in the
wearing the
chat is being
t-shirt.
responsible. 41 left, guys. 41 left. Nickelback.
Are we
which
having fun
song?
yet?
No. Never mind.
Was
Oh,
this the song before or after he
yeah,
killed and
before, man.
replaced
Hold
his
on, shut
wife?
up, Chad.
This is how you remind me.
This is how you remind me.
Mad gets it.
What?
I heard him say it.
What? Just because you were talking doesn't mean you couldn't hear me. Crazy bastard. Avril Lavigne's ex-husband.
No. The original
The
Avril
last
is
thing
dead.
she ever saw.
Yeah. He was replaced. So I don't know if he actually married the new one. Oh. Simple Mind.
Don't you forget about me.
Don't you forget about me.
All right, there's a good example of Slender's
Jim
theory.
Carr.
Yeah, my theory continues to hold. What the fuck is going on with that hair?
And Bad
It's
Take
like
Bojan.
Egon's in right now, okay, guys?
Bad Take Bojan with epic song, and since this was peak 80s, Bad Take Bojan will be like, would.
Yeah, swipe right. Swipe right.
Swipe right. I don't know if Huey Lewis is the one who still is the only one who qualifies for the still would, but we'll see.
We lost Mad.
Did we?
Well, he got his point. He's out.
No, he's in.
Mad's back.
I'm back.
Welcome back, Mad.
What'd I miss?
Nothing talking about.
You got the song. You got the Nickelback song, and then I guess maybe you dropped out.
I just got here. You
Man, you're in the lead.
Oh, okay.
You're winning.
You were winning.
I'm gonna kill you all.
Kids in America.
Kids in America.
Kids in America?
Kim Wilde.
Mad's
Kids in
point.
America.
Mad point. You know the funny story about that one from the Fast Times at Ridgemont High soundtrack? The was it Amy Heckerling did that movie? It was one of her first ones. The studio was convinced that if you watch the movie, the song that plays when Judge Reinhold is like washing his car was going to be the big hit song. And Heckerling was the one who was like, no, we need to put this one in the movie. And they're like, fine, you can use it in other parts, but the song that we're going to push is that one. So she puts that one in, and it's the big hit. It's
Eric Myers, yes, you missed Nickelback. But if you go watch Epic Rap Battles of History, Bob Ross is the PBS version of Nickelback.
Nickel always comes back.
Whoa.
That's some wild looking mullet, like girl mullet. Wow.
All right,
I
Billy
remember
Ray
those
Cyrus.
hairstyles. They were awful.
Which was the more epic mullet, Billy Ray Cyrus or Michael Bolton?
Billy Ray Cyrus.
Billy Rex.
But I feel like Michael Bolton, like his.
No one ever
longer
talks
part
about
goes-
him even having a mullet.
There's no mullet like
but
a
it is
redneck
still a mullet because he's
Right, but it's not more epic.
Oh, it is because it goes. I think I vote. See, Shifty gets it.
You vote for a mullet that no one ever even talks about, rather than Billy Ray, who half of his personality was mulletness.
There's
I mean,
nothing
the
like a
best
redneck
mullet was Joe Dirt.
That was a Billy
That's a
Ray
good one.
based mullet too.
Oh, really? Not a Bolton based one? I guess you just answered your own question then, huh?
Weird, Matt.
One guy has one based off of him. The other is just a mullet. So
Barely qualifies. As
What
a
is
mullet.
it?
And believe me, I know I had a mullet. Okay.
So Bad Take Bojan says her sister had a girl mullet. So what I'm picturing is like the Brigitte Nielsen haircut from Rocky IV.
the pixie
and just-
cut up front and
and then
long hair
just
in the
long
back.
hair in the back.
So weird. I guess guys
How
were
could I
doing it
live
too,
without-
because I had the short and I spiked it up like straight up, and then I had the mullet in the back. It was all the rage when I was a kid.
As long as you didn't have a rat tail when you were a kid, those were
No,
so
some of them
obnoxious.
would tie it off into rat tails, and I was like, that looks silly.
That's the silly part.
Slender has the rat tail now.
I do. Well, now I do the top knot. You know, I do the
Simon and Garfunkel.
Simon and Garfunkel,
It's,
the boxer,
Lie.
the boxer.
Pixar. It didn't happen.
I'm
I'm
the
sure
box-
guys
you look
are
like a
still
boxer.
in third grade.
Or, I mean, you could be an Irishman who fought John L. Sullivan. You can hear about that, man, on Mad's new channel if you go and watch the replay of his live stream.
O'Reilly.
Who was married to Anne Sullivan, who taught Helen Keller.
There you go.
You really did have to
Taught her-
be in music
taught her
to
to
get
sing?
laid.
Taught her to sing.
Look at that guy.
Which one?
Are you-
Art? Garfunkel?
Paul Simon on the left or Art Garfunkel on the right?
Simon, man. No, Garfunkel with the. My God, his hairline is receding, but in a very specific direction.
What are you talking about, Seth? You got a little Jufro over there. That's Garfunkel's hair just kept getting bigger and more.
Dude, his
and his
hair
voice
doesn't
kept
start
going
until
higher
the
and
90
higher.
degree mark. Like,
Uh,
so stupid looking. At that point, just shave your head, man.
and you know that they were banging all sorts of like hippie girls in the late
I'm
60s.
sure they were. They're probably knee deep in it.
I may say it was your fault because I know you could have done more.
I have no idea.
No clue.
Nope.
Nope.
No idea. No idea.
Never heard that song in my life.
Thank you, Copied, Chad and Slender. We do always try to promote other channels. Like
They
Matt's
just suck at doing their own. Promoting their own.
I mean, we'll get there when we get there. Like the Ottoman Empire.
Like the Ottoman Empire.
Can we be Alexander the Great instead?
Never heard of these guys. Never heard of them.
The Kooks, but
Never heard of them.
Slender's theory still holds true because this entire group of men are definitely in a band to score chicks.
Well, this group of 3 men and a little boy.
To score men,
Yeah.
not chicks.
But, all right,
know
so
if
which
any of
one is
those
the little boy?
qualify as men.
Because I
They
see
all
two.
look like teenagers.
I think he's calling the little boy the one that is showing tasteful cleavage.
Yes, that's the one.
I feel like the guy above his shoulder is definitely a predator.
I think he used to play Doctor Who.
They all look very British.
They do.
What's with your people, 70s?
The one on the far
Let's
right.
be specific. They look English.
The one on the far right wearing a fucking sport coat and a scarf.
Yeah, that's the one I said is definitely trying to be in Doctor Who.
I'm saying is he's definitely a predator or Welsh, one or the other.
They're
He also
probably
might be one of the Weasleys.
I mean, the one over on the far left, he's got that predator lighting going on. Like,
True, they did not help him with the lighting.
I'm gonna do
No.
It's like an almost famous. It's like almost famous, where the lead singer is the only one in focus. And Jason Lee's throwing a fit. Sweet Home Alabama.
I'm just gonna let this play
Leonard
through. This is-
Skinnerd.
Yeah.
Matt's point.
Pronounced Leonard Skinnerd.
Hold on.
Good
So
take.
let-
Played the saxophone.
saxophone.
I played the saxophone in middle school.
The saxophone
Played the
in
tenor
the-
sax.
If this was
I
the
played the
80s
alto
slash
sax.
early 90s, was this the real saxophone or the Kenny G saxophone?
The straight sax.
the alto wasn't that the what is that one? Is it the alto sax?
The tenor is
An
the
alto
bigger
sax is the tenor's bigger. The alto is just a smaller regular saxophone.
So what is the one
Wait,
Kenny G?
I'm sorry.
The straight sax.
Are we just going to ignore that Charlie Manson is in the photo here with Leonard Skinnerd?
one. I guess this was pre swastika carved on his forehead, huh?
They could have airbrushed it out.
Oh, alto. So she confirmed he was Kenny
Alto,
G.
my man. I was never very good at it.
ABBA.
Dancing
Blondie
Queen by
or ABBA. Yeah.
Did you say Blondie?
No, I
Started
said
to,
Dancing
yeah.
Queen
No, I'm talking
ABBA.
about
by ABBA.
no, but I
Matt
think
gets that point.
Yes,
Yes,
I
yeah.
did say I started to say Blondie.
well that was so wrong.
Then I
you don't
changed
get,
it.
You get no points. No, you don't get to fix anything.
You haven't awarded any points to me all night.
Who
Matt,
Get
you
mad
get-
all my points.
Matt, you get extra points for
Thank you.
not saying Blondie.
Matt's
Who,
at 17 points, and we're only
Yeah, it's-
16 songs in. What the hell?
I got it like that. Who had that joke, that ABBA joke, like it was ABBA start select?
Oh, it was
Last week
it was
in
last week.
one of the chats, yeah.
Was it Shifty?
I don't know. It was a
No.
great fucking joke.
I mean, never
it
mind
broke
that they
me.
completely.
It was
Up,
like
down, ABBA.
Yeah, it was up, down, ABBA.
Left, right,
select,
ABBA, select, start.
That's right. It's not up, down, though. It's up, down, down.
Yes.
Left, right.
Oh.
B, A start.
Eric says he thinks it was Josh Hammond.
Josh
That might
Hammond?
have been- Yeah. It was a good. That was a classic one.
Or is it A, B start? Now I don't remember. It's,
The
it's
Konami
whatever button is
code.
on the left and then the right button.
You are the dancing queen.
Fight Fat Boy Slim.
Praise you like I
Fat
should.
Boy Slim. Yeah. Pretty
I'll give myself that point. Mad's
Oh,
still at
Shifty, there you
17.
Shifty. That was my joke. I thought it was Shifty.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Kenny G played the soprano sax. Okay, that's the straight clarinet looking one.
Oh, the little bitch boy sax.
I remember an interview.
He was.
Go ahead. Interview with Alice Cooper once at a celebrity golf tournament, where he said it was one of the worst experiences of his life was losing to Kenny G in the golf. Like Kenny G beat him, and he says, "I can't believe Kenny G beat me."
On the adult contemporary charts and in golf. There you go.
In the golf.
What did Slender guess as the song name?
Praise you like I should.
Okay.
I think it's
I think it's just praise you, but yeah.
It's praise.
It's all right. Like if it's close, Matt will get the point.
I mean, I was the one that said Fat Boy Slim.
Yeah. So,
You did say Fat Boy Slim, so we both get points.
I just think it's hilarious
Don't worry,
because
Matt.
he
I'm going to
played.
give you all my points at the end anyway because I don't want to win.
Was he the one who was playing at Woodstock '99 when shit started going down at like after
Probably.
midnight? That is like what I liked that documentary on like when things went terrible and then things were getting worse and worse and then was it Limp Bizkit went on stage and started playing break stuff and then it just like set off the entire crowd to just riot.
Shifty,
Fat Boy
that
Slim
is-
had the best music video ever.
Shifty,
Christopher
that is
Walken
live.
dancing.
The walking one, yeah, it's brilliant.
I listen to techno.
Weapon of
And I
choice.
specifically listen to
Weapon of
techno
choice.
because
Yep.
Eminem said nobody listens to techno, and that dude's a fucking retard. So I thought there might be something there.
Closest I got to techno was Mortal Kombat.
Yep.
That was well, I guess that was sort of electronica with the
Ironically, you know what techno I really do like though is classical fusion. Like when they do some Beethoven in techno, I fucking love it.
Would Prodigy have been considered rock techno mix?
That's a
Yeah, Fat of the Land.
Did they
Great
do
fucking
Slap My
album.
Bitch Up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
That was
Fire
like-
Starter.
Would be techno.
Yeah. Fire Starter. Yeah, that was
You think it would be straight techno?
I wouldn't call them rock.
It
I'd
might
call
be
them
a
techno.
fusion, but there are
Yeah.
elements of techno in it.
I would say they are actually more techno than rock, with those.
Definitely.
But they actually played instruments.
But they went so like electronic with it.
They have a great fucking cover of Thriller.
Do they? I mean,
Yeah.
I have to look that up.
Also, yes, Eric Myers is correct. The 2005 Need for Speed Most Wanted has some pretty great techno in it.
Checks out most of what she does, Chavo reminds.
I've
That's
heard the song. Tell
Drop-
me.
Is it Jupiter?
Jupiter's drops
of-
from Jupiter. Drops of Jupiter?
Close enough,
yeah,
Matt's
train.
point.
Train is the name of the band. Train. Yep.
Close enough, Matt's
Drops of
point.
Jupiter in her hair.
That's
Yeah,
it.
so
shit.
Matt gets the point. Yeah.
No, he gets half a point.
No,
No,
gets
he
full
gets the point. He's at 18.
But tell me, did the wind sweep you up?
Slender, every time the pictures come up, all I'm hearing is your
Yeah.
It's like,
It
why'd we
has-
name our Bane Train? Because you know what we do with this band.
You know what happens to the groupies.
You know what happens to the groupies, because that's the only way we get. Oh, this dude is right up there with Simon and Garfunkel.
Why does he have like the 50 Cent like bullet wound on his cheek?
Dude, he's
was-
he's
Is
kind
he
of
gonna
got
say-
that
like
like
that?
he's got
You
that,
remember
like,
the actor
extra
from,
look, like the I'm gonna kill you, but it's because it's a good thing to do.
The actor who played Chibs in Sons of Anarchy and
Yeah,
was the guy in Braveheart that has the
Yeah.
what is that called? The Dublin smile or something like that? Where they used to take the razors and like Literally,
I don't know.
cut the
Andrew
corners of
Jackson
your
got
mouth.
it too. When he was a POW in the Revolutionary War, that's a true thing. He was like 14, and some British officer was like, "Shine my boots," and he said, "Fuck off, fuck you." And the dude cut his face up. Andrew Jackson was a bad.
Are you saying Andrew Jackson had like the Joker origin story? He had the Joker origin story.
Yes.
From Batman.
Yes.
He's like, he's getting inaugurated. Supreme Court justices always ask me about my smile.
You
But
want to
I'm
know
gonna-
how I got these scars?
You want to know how I put the Indians on the Trail of Tears?
Oh, okay, he did one bad thing.
Oh, I mean, I didn't. Who said it was bad?
I mean, he didn't tell him to do it barefoot.
I mean, Georgia is a nice place. It's a good state. I'm glad we took it.
I'm glad we took it.
I mean, he won the
All right,
battle of the beads.
Bonnie Tyler, Total Eclipse of the
No,
Heart.
Dan's band.
I
Unless
mean,
this
Matt
is a cover.
right. They definitely did a cover of it.
Yeah,
so-
this may be a cover of Dan's band song.
Dan's band did it after. So
I don't think that's right.
more recent.
It's
so Matt gets the
probably
point.
Bonnie.
It's definitely Bonnie.
It's
Yeah, Bonnie
Bonnie.
did a cover.
Yeah, but,
Yes.
but Dan's band did it later, so that's more recent.
Man, Mad's on fire. Point for you.
Thank you.
I will tell you, the Dan band, I saw them in concert in person, and it's the most fun concert I've ever.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Okay,
did-
I really,
honest
I
question.
can't
here.
believe he described you as on fire.
Honest question here. Does it look like they used airbrush to touch up her eyes?
I mean,
It's hard to tell what's not.
No, she kind of looked like that.
Her eyes look fucking weird, and I don't know. It's I don't like it. I don't like it.
well, you
Move on.
know what
Next
she
song.
needs. You
No,
know what
move
she
on.
needs,
I don't.
Slender.
I
No,
the
you know what she
eyes,
needs.
man.
She needs a hero.
No, moving on. Get her off the screen. I don't like her.
Forever's gotta start tonight.
Oh, this is Oh man, it's
I'm only human.
yeah, it's only human. Who does it? I fucking love him. Bags and Bone.
Yeah, Rags. You're almost there.
Yeah, I'm almost there.
But that song is in my playlist. I fucking love that jam.
Yeah. He's awesome. I like him a lot.
Don't put your blame on me.
I don't.
Eric's saying Imagine
It's not.
Dragons.
No, it's.
I didn't.
It's
That's who I
Rags
thought it
and
might be, but
Bone Man. Rags bag.
Let's see.
Might be Bag of Bones.
Bag. Is it Rag and
Bag and
Bone
Bone
Man?
Man. Dude, that dude.
Why is he fat Channing Tatum?
He's British too, but he has the voice of like a New Orleans blues singer.
I know, but look at him
Dude,
and
he's
tell me
British
that's not
and
like.
Amish. He's brown.
He looks like a fat Channing Tatum.
Thank you, Mad. That's the best joke.
that was a great
All
steal.
right. I
Was
get
it?
another point.
I didn't
Matt
hear
gets
him.
a point. Looking good.
Man, the not getting the Gambit movie hit him hard. I guess the magic.
Holy
Mike
shit, he looks
sequel is
so
not
much like
happening.
Channing Tatum.
I know it's.
Yeah, but that's a good fucking jam.
It is. He has some good music other than that too, man.
He's not Channing Tatum. He's
I
Channing
think-
Tatum.
I think
Channing Tatum.
because I do the YouTube music and like
Yeah,
this
love it.
shows up in it all the time, and I give it the thumbs up. So I've probably heard some of his other stuff. But yeah,
I'm a big fan of YouTube music. Comes free
Yeah, I
with
like
YouTube
music.
Premium.
I like that
does.
little Chad is now insulting people in chat music style comments.
It's good.
You're never
I
gonna
mean-
get in one of those songs, Chad.
Look, yeah, because I don't leave the messages
Because he doesn't
on-
type them.
I'll look. I know my place. I'm never gonna stop like top Selena Slomas.
Oh,
or
I showed that to Shredda because she missed the whole thing.
I
She
played.
cracked
I,
up, didn't she?
Yes, he did.
She
so I
loved
showed
it.
it. I showed it to my wife because she hates the chat. She always thinks it's so mean. And
Yeah, that's how
she's
Bride
watching-
is too. She's like, it's so mean, and I'm like, yeah, and you're laughing inside. I know you are.
So yeah, Mrs. Chad over there is watching this video, and I can see her trying not to laugh out loud as they're going by, and I'm just like, it's funny, and she's like, no, and she's sort of laughing as she's saying, it's not funny, it's not funny.
Selena Gomez and Jennifer Lopez.
Yes,
Eric Myers
and-
remembers it because he's watched it 15 times this week.
I know, and because I was like, how do you not laugh when you get to I rate it 47 out of 46? She's like,
It was
it's
so good.
funny. And I was like, yes, it is.
I'm only you.
I don't care what they say. I'm in love with you.
Oh, it's
not Jennifer Lopez.
No, it's
Shifty's
it's-
like, there's 30 more. Keep going.
Yeah,
More-
keep going. Nobody has it.
It's a
Eric's
English
got it.
girl. It's an
Eric-
Leona
L.
Lewis is
Yeah,
what
Leona
Eric
Lewis.
put.
No idea who that is.
Bleeding Love.
Beating love. Yep.
Who the fuck is a Leona Lewis?
She won like one of the English
doesn't help.
voice.
She
or
used to be
American
Leon
Idol.
Lewis.
Eric,
Well, they-
before we continue, since you got a point, you can donate your point to one panelist. Who's it going to be?
You better choose wisely.
Oh, what's this?
Risley?
Eric just DM'd me. He's giving his point to Mads. So Mads
Nice.
is 22.
Just what I thought.
Sorry if it's all too much.
What the fuck is this?
Every day.
No idea.
That sounds like the girl who did the
Just keep playing. Nobody knows.
bass, all about that bass song.
Oh,
Meghan
wait,
Trainor?
Eric says he's
No,
donating
never
to you,
mind.
Chad. Who are you giving your point to?
Oh, there you go. Nice. I don't even know who this girl.
I've
Clean
never heard
Bandit?
of either of these.
She looks very 70s in this picture. Like that's a. Is that coming
Feathered
back?
hair? No. Yeah. Feathered hair is coming back.
Mm.
I disagree with it.
I do not condone.
It's Boney M. Rasputin.
It is Rasputin.
Boney M.
Meanwhile, somewhere in another room in the house, Bride is about to scream. She just threw open the curtain and she's pointing
that
at me like I knew.
Is that a fake beard?
I don't know.
The beard is real, the head is fake.
By the way, there's techno versions of Rasputin that are very good too.
Rasputin. Rasputin.
Lover of the Russian queen.
Rasputin, lover of the Russian queen.
Why? One of those ones that you guys were singing was sounding an awful lot like Rammstein.
Rammstein.
That would have been me.
Yeah.
Rasputin.
Rasputin.
Ugh. Don't know. Don't
that?
care. Keep going.
That's
Moving on. Is that a man?
That looked like a.
That looked like a girl when she lost an argument.
Hold on. Did everybody here's watched the Stranger Things, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I've watched that Stranger.
You
Things.
remember the friend who got killed in the first season? The girl who was like drowned in the pool. That
Oh
looks,
yeah.
that looks like the girl from.
Yeah,
Looks
she's
her
even on
after
a
she
pool.
took her glasses off, sitting on
Yeah.
the diving board, waiting.
She
to get
couldn't see
got.
without her glasses.
She's in the upside down.
On her glass, yes.
It's Barb. Yeah.
Barb.
Bad take Logan, yes. So the most fun we've had with this game is number one, figuring out that most men who get into rock music are doing it because that's the only way they have access to women. Number two, finding the celebrity lookalikes for the.
Listen, I'm either ugly or a femi lad. The only way I'm overcoming either of these is to become a rock star.
I love the idea of Slender. Like, all right, you're a femi lad. You need this. You just need to get into rock music. That's your only chance.
Have you picked up an instrument yet? Because it's your only chance.
What makes you think they're looking for girls?
It's
It sounded like
common
a step.
people. Cause
not-
British group.
It's not Bowie, right?
No. Pulp. That's the name of it. Pulp. Common people.
Ugh,
Sounds
I
like a
hate
point
pulp.
for Mad, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
Nice.
Is this dude wanting to be David Tennant really bad? Because he looks like he's going for that look a lot.
Look at the guy on the right.
I was about to point him out as well. I'm a businessman, but it's my weekend, so
No, I think we found the Femi lad, Slender. We got him.
There
right
was a time in music when they were all Femi lads.
man, if this dude missed out on emo just by you know what I mean? He almost looks like he should be like at the Black Parade.
Give him some black eyeliner and he would have been okay.
Late 90s into the 2000s, Femi lads were all the rage. It's like, I'm not ugly, but I don't want to work out.
Avril Lavigne.
Avril Lavigne, Skater Boy.
Skater Boy.
Yes.
Good job, Mad.
Thank you.
That girl's dead.
Don't you miss the original? Yeah, the guy from
look at her. Those
Nickelback.
are zombie eyes. It might
girl-
still be her.
No, the girl from the dude from Nickelback totally disposed of the body, got the new one. It's
But she might have been brought back as a zombie. Those
Yeah.
are zombie eyes.
Soul Assassin's right about the last guy that he would be in a My Chemical Romance cover band.
yeah. It's like, dude,
And
no, we all
the lead singer of My Chemical Romance was a complete megalomaniac, and on most albums wouldn't even let the other people in the band play the instruments.
in the cover band, Mad.
Wow.
They're like, we only do the publicly released singles. We don't do.
Oh, no,
any
wait,
of
I'm
the
sorry.
deep
I'm sorry. That was Smashing Pumpkins.
No, that was 9 Inch Nails.
Smashing Pumpkins did it too.
You mean Bill Burr's brother?
The lead singer of
Billy
Smashing
Corgan?
Pumpkins.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
He,
Bill Barr's like
half brother.
yeah.
With the album that dropped that had The World is a Vampire and all that other shit on it, from what I heard,
Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness.
yes, Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness. I had the album and I couldn't remember the name. But from what I heard, he said, I can't trust them not to fuck it up, so
I get
I'm
it.
doing all of it myself.
I get it. If I could
That's
do
what
all of
Reznor
your-
did with 9 Inch Nails. He had
Yep.
the band who became Filter was the band that played with him
Yeah.
on the road, but Reznor did all of it.
Yeah,
if I could do
actually
that
really liked
for my Tuesday streams, I would. If I could play all of your parts.
You son of a bitch!
I bet we could make that happen.
You get to keep all your points, but you're going backstage for a minute.
don't do that.
Fine, I'll bring him back. He did accept my apology after all.
What apology for what? I wasn't here.
The heartfelt apology that I issued to you.
Somebody had to
earlier
send
in
me a
this episode.
timestamp.
For not bringing his A game on Tuesday. The Bengals
Walk like an Egyptian.
walk like an Egyptian.
Mad. That was a great point.
Turned almost every boy into a man in our
Well, yeah.
generation.
I'm not sure that that's accurate.
That's no.
Not
Yeah, I was
accurate
gonna
at all.
say.
Yeah. Can we take
Susanna
points?
Hoff, seriously?
All
Yeah.
I
take
remember
points?
that
When she
doing-
does her eyes side to side in the music video,
I mean,
all I
any
remember
points
that
you
doing
had,
was turning a
drama,
bunch
are
of
now
boys
removed.
into embarrassed kids during dances because they thought it would be a good idea to actually do the dance, and then they got laughed at by everybody else.
And her
Would.
pronunciation was terrible, so Slender could never accept it on a grammar level.
Couldn't.
Egyptian.
It's not bad though. I mean, at least she kept the proper number of syllables. You know, the tempo was maintained.
Oh, now Shifty is supporting.
exactly, bad take. Still
What?
would do.
I still do like often. Is this
23
So you
something-
guys
more
know
to
each
go.
other?
yeah, apparently, Good Take has an arrangement.
23 more to go.
Yeah. All right.
David Bowie,
Yeah.
Starman.
Yeah, you can keep playing it. Nobody else is gonna get that shit.
Starman.
Waiting in the sky.
Now that's a mullet.
MGMT Kids.
Nice, Matt.
Thank you.
Did you just... All right. That is definitely.
Is that guy on the left doing blackface?
don't know what's going on in this picture, but
I've learned so much about artists from this quiz. Just on the pictures.
About artists.
uh,
Oh man. What the?
If I was a kid, I'd be worried about this pair.
Photograph.
Kids need
the
to be
man.
worried.
So after the man who took this picture got home, Chris Hansen showed up, and he said, "I need to have a conversation with you."
Eric asked if this was on Tatooine. I don't know why, but that makes so much sense.
There's
It
only
might
one
be,
son.
but the second son would.
Well, that's
be
because the
behind
other
that
guys,
pompadour.
it's behind the dude's hair.
His pompadour?
It's Trudeau. He does look like Justin Trudeau.
Yeah, isn't that a pompadour haircut? Isn't that? What they
Yeah,
call
I think
that?
you're right.
Sure. Take only what you need from Nirvana. I can't wait to meet you. Lithium.
See what happens when you're not an ugly person who got into music? You eat a
Yeah,
shotgun.
you get killed by you get shot in the face by
you're-
Courtney Love.
By your ugly wife.
Yeah, because you have options, and she doesn't like that.
Yeah, the chin dimple and everything.
Bjork?
What is this?
Yeah, is that Bjork?
Bjork.
Bjork?
She dressed up as a swan once. It was stupid.
It was stupid.
What the fuck?
Never heard of it.
Wait. She says, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me. And the name of the song is Dance Monkey.
You
And I'm pretty sure she was dressed as John Daly.
What the
I mean,
fuck?
You gotta. I mean, if you got a party,
they kind of won me over.
If you want to have a hero who's into partying, Daly's gonna be
John Daly is a hero.
Yeah, that this whole vibe won me over.
That meme is like used everywhere. That where he's dressed like to the hilt, like and he's just on the golf course,
And he's barefoot because he always golfs barefoot.
It's hilarious.
Superstitious. Writing on the wall. Helen Keller.
Dad's running a perfect game right now.
Somebody did teach Helen Keller to sing, apparently.
You got Matt. Who was it? Who was saying, "I just don't buy it. How could Stevie Wonder know how to sing? He's blind."
Hey, you know there is a whole conspiracy theory about him actually being able to see.
Because
There
that
is-
one
there is
time
that
when the
theory.
thing was tripping in front of him and he reached out and grabbed it.
Yeah, and grabbed it. Yeah,
That was because he's got that
That Daredevil shit?
super sense.
Yeah.
Because
It's
of
only
being
his eyes that are deaf.
His hearing has.
You guys ever see the old Atari ads that used to feature him? And I quote, it used to say, "If I could see, I would play Atari."
Well, he did camera adverts back in the 70s as well for cameras.
How do you read the teleprompter?
There was this thing called memorization long before the teleprompter.
If he had that much brain damage that he was blind, I don't
Wait,
think he
didn't-
can
didn't he
remember.
kill
Where
his
did brain
brother?
damage
No,
come
there
yeah.
was no
Well, when he
brain
killed his
damage.
brother with the saw in the barn.
It was a real shock for him when he discovered he was black.
Wrong son died.
Oh.
Cut his poor
See,
brother in
now
half.
you made me remember the Chappelle Show bit about the blind black KKK guy
Yeah.
who ended up divorcing his wife.
For quote being a.
Yep, not gonna say it.
Yeah, exactly.
We've already hit our quota of demonetization comments for the day.
Yeah.
Speak
your
Righteous
love.
Righteous Brothers.
Unchained Melody.
Unchained Melody, yeah.
You know, only one of them sang on that.
That would
I
explain
love
there
the
being one
community
voice.
episode.
That's right. There was only one voice, only one of them sang it.
I love the community episode where they're doing the pottery and the dude from Arrested Development is like, I have one rule. There'll be no ghosting. No man on man, no man on woman, no woman on woman. I've seen every variation. It's not funny.
Oh, if you teach a pottery class, 90% of your students are there just for that.
Just to ghost.
Yeah, exactly.
To ghost. It's become a verb. I'm bringing freaky
Justin
back.
Timberlake. I'm bringing sexy back.
Sexy back. Sure.
Mad is correct.
Yes, Mr. JT.
4 points, Mad. You are dominating tonight.
Yo, his 2020 album, that shit was legit, man. That has some good fucking Pusher, man. Woo, or Pusher Lover. What was it?
And Mad would know how to pull him over for DUI after we saw it getting that arrested.
I would have let him go.
Him and Michael Jordan's son rolling together.
Not Michael Jordan's son. He would have went to jail.
So what did you have a celebrity threshold where you're just like, it's okay? Or is it more that the behavior?
Well, how much cast did they have on him? Would be the.
This was before you had body cams, right?
I'm not averse to bribes.
They don't carry cash, celebrities.
Well, guess what? They're going to jail. Let's go.
We have a drug.
You got PayPal? Venmo?
Adele. Hello?
Listen, tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to either have you take a field sobriety test right now, or I'm going to have you download Cash App. One of those two things is going to fucking happen.
Or you can record a video promoting my channel on YouTube.
Or you can cash me outside. We all know it's Adele. I just don't know which song it
Hello,
is.
Isn't it?
Is it me you're looking for?
No, that's Lionel Richie.
Yeah, that's not Adele. But you're still getting the point.
She literally has a song called Hello.
I know
Is it
she
me
does.
you're looking for?
Is it that one or is it one of her? I will play it. Find out.
Oh, I forgot. I gotta.
I like how right as you press play, Bad Take put in not hello. I know there's a delay, but that was funny timing on our end.
What's up, Matt?
I forgot I gotta share this with y'all. It's for after. Don't worry about it.
Okay, got it.
Seal, Kiss from a Rose.
Kiss from a Rose. By the way, I
Batman Forever soundtrack.
Hold on, hopefully she's not listening. But I convinced Shredder that this song was about him wanting to be with a girl that just hit puberty. Like now that your rose is in bloom. And she's like, look, I can never listen to that song again.
No. It's a good. I don't even like that song, but man, that would ruin it.
Did you see that Mountain Dew commercial with him for the Super Bowl?
Yes.
Yes, where he's an actual seal.
Yeah.
Also, Matt, on a side note, we don't know that that's not what the song's
True.
about.
Also,
Especially after all the things that have come to light over the past couple of years.
now go back and try to convince her that he just has a weird fetish where he tries to have sex with roses, and that's where he got all the scars on his face from the thorns.
Just diving into the whole fucking patch. Oh, God. Rule holds true again.
I mean, he was married to Heidi Klum for years.
Yeah.
Does not change the fact that he is ugly. He is fucking ugly.
Sometimes, it's just a little bit crazy, if that goes.
I wish I was special.
I'm a
Creep by Radiohead.
Yeah. I love the bit that Patrice O'Neal does on this song and how much white people love this song. It's such a great bit.
Yeah, Patrice O'Neal was the best.
Oh, he's awesome.
You can have my point.
And they refused to play this song because it was their biggest hit by far, and then they hate it because it's nothing like any of their other music.
I saw them do it live.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I saw them, they played it. That was like
what did you see them do
1985.
live exactly?
Shifty
Song didn't
over
come
here,
out till like 93.
Talking by Radiohead and the Hollies.
95. Sorry, I'm old. I get mixed up.
Which, by the way,
that would have been their only album out.
If
Are
anybody's
you as old as Imp?
They had 2 albums out by the time I saw them.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, if anybody's seen Heretic, and I know Mad has, this is a good comment by Radiohead and the Hollies.
I mean, before Imp had his job, he was actually reviewing blueprints for the Ark.
And I spoke to Johnny Greenwood of Radiohead.
13 more to go.
New York Metropolitan Art Museum.
I'm just trying to get Imp to come back to the fucking show and stop playing video games.
Is he actually responding now?
I didn't know that was a woman.
Yes, it's Tilda Swinton or whatever her name is.
Oh my god, that did look like Tilda Swinton.
That or Martin Short really on drugs.
No, that's Tilda Swinton.
Because it's like, oh, this is what she was doing in between takes on Constantine.
And I'll admit it, I'm just jealous that Imp is playing video games and I'm not.
Oh.
I'm trying to bring my A game. I felt bad about Tuesday.
No clue. Keep it playing.
What the fuck is this?
Were those even words?
Yeah, it's Ellie Goulding.
I have no idea who that is.
She looks like the girl from Big Bang Theory.
Kelly Cuoco?
Yeah, Kelly Cuoco.
Maybe a little bigger, but yeah.
I mean, they were both kind of thick.
Kaylee Cuoco was pretty skinny.
Cuoco.
Isn't it Cuoco?
Cuoco.
Yes.
She might have been
Kokomo?
skinny, but like she had a fat face.
Kokomo.
Sorry, she did.
I mean, yeah, maybe.
She also had a fat rack.
Those are implants, though.
Oh boy.
Not disagree.
Can we
Fine
keep
with
going?
me.
Let's. Mad really wants to show us whatever he's got.
Barbie Girl.
Barbie Girl by
Oh.
Aquafina.
Matt, I'm still giving you the point, but it,
Thank you.
Takes the point.
I think from doing trivia, we have all heard that song more than we ever did before. Everlong by the Foo Fighters.
Everlong by the Foo Fighters.
Good job, man.
Thank you.
Matt's point.
You know the Foo Fighters is a UFO reference.
What? They picked the best pictures.
Oh my god!
This
What
is
is,
the
he, what is he trying to wire up right now? That is a rat's nest.
He's trying to get with Seal because he heard he likes thorns.
look! I have thorns.
No, man, thorns are a metaphor for overprotective dads. No, we can keep
Fun
going.
fact, this is how he did his hair when he was banging the girl he got pregnant outside of his marriage. So good for him.
Good job.
Yep. From Springfield, Virginia, too. Do you know that?
Yes, we all did.
Yep. Moving on.
Fine.
Michael Jackson. Bad.
Bad.
I actually got that point.
Weird Al. Fat.
I never noticed how good his eyebrows were.
I know Matt was going to get that point because he's like, that's when we went Shamon. Like, Shamon.
Come on. Having whole wheat. All right.
You think you got the best of me? Think you've had the last?
Nobody knows. Keep going.
It's Kelly Clarkson.
Okay, moving on. Don't care.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Stand a little taller.
Give my loving on the
On the run.
Oh, it's
Joker,
Steve
Joker.
Miller
Joker.
Band.
Steve
it's
Miller Band.
Steve Miller Band, the Joker.
Way to go, Mad.
Thank you.
Midnight Joker.
Mad's not anymore because he had a bad reaction.
I'm a joker. I'm a smoker. I'm a midnight.
Love these pictures. I fucking love it. What the hell? The Green Goblin did this song, huh?
Oh, I thought he was he
thought he
was a luchador.
Oh, yeah. This is Sting's original makeup.
Fucking A.
NWO green and white.
Oh, this way they can't see my face.
Yeah, Latino World Order.
All right, that's a token.
Was that
for-
the guess of the name of the song, man?
Knew it.
What the
What is it?
fuck
I
is
see.
it?
So
I see you, T. Pego.
So
I
is-
say you-
It's definitely him asking to be pegged.
I say you te pego.
so Yes.
by Michel Tilo.
I don't know. I didn't speak.
His name's Michelle.
No, it's not. It's like it's Spanish for like Michael, like Michelle de Montaigne.
Stronger, faster.
Oh, Stronger. It's by Kanye West.
Yeah.
Kanye West.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Doesn't he have a song called Stronger?
I think, didn't he cover and mix this?
Yeah.
Whatever. I was closer than anyone else. I get the point. I'll give it to you, Mad.
Thank you.
Faster, stronger.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Kanye did sample.
Yes.
That.
Yeah, Kanye has sampled them. But
I don't care who did it first. Shifty.
I need to get my story straight, my
Oh, it's
Trapped in the Closet.
No.
No.
Oh, I don't know the band name, but I think I may know the song.
Wasn't it Fun? The name of the band is
Fun was the name of the band. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a cover of
Cecilia by Simon and Garfunkel.
We Are Young.
We Are Young.
Yeah, We Are Young.
Eric Myers gets the point.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll give the point to Matt.
Even got the grammar, so that's an extra.
We Are Young, played by a 40-year-old man.
Take her out for a meal in the summertime.
In the summertime. Mungo Jerry.
I hate that song.
I love watching the video of that song because there's just a guy in the back with one of those moonshine jugs just going hoo 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 hoo.
Oh wow, look at that.
Yeah, Mungo Jerry was a weird looking dude.
I did not realize Wolverine had a band.
70s. Look at, oh Jesus.
Well, he has been alive for like 200 years.
How did you get that picture of my brother?
He looks like Kmart version of Andre the Giant.
Yes.
Anybody want a peanut?
With the gap in the
song.
Yeah, the blue light special.
I'm gonna say, like, if I cover the rest of his face and just look at the smile, I'm like, Michael Strahan?
I tell you what, though, if he actually wrote that song, he's still probably living off it right now, so he's got the last laugh.
Oh, Eric trying.
Brahma is not able to accept point
Yeah, it's
donations.
too late
so
too.
we're gonna forward that along.
That was
to
like
Matt.
3 songs ago. We can't. No idea.
And they are not finishing strong.
I mean, they're making it difficult.
Moving on.
Who's this?
We
Well,
have
you can let
passed
chat
the
have
3-hour mark.
You can let chat have a chance.
No, we can't. We need to end the show.
Like, was she the one who was bitching about like health insurance when she won her
knows?
Grammy?
Wasn't she on Arrakis trying to convince them that the spice trade needed to be upgraded?
What is going on with her nose?
I'm pretty sure she's from that Netflix show with the little deer boy.
She's wearing a fake. She's wearing the fake pig nose. Yeah, she's
Speaking of
like-
which, Mad, we never got around to it, but season 2 of Severance, don't watch it. It's fucking terrible.
I'm watching it.
I am too.
Oh, I haven't
And
watched
I have
last
been
night's
nothing
episode.
But disappointed.
I haven't watched today's episode yet.
Like, watch the first season and then just stop. Just stop.
Apparently, it should only be 25 to keep your panel engaged. Yeah,
We're engaged.
looks like she's a follower.
Just
of
not on
Vogue.
crap songs.
Yeah, and she's not even pretty.
Living in a world
How
of
deep is your
hope.
love?
The
Bee
Bee
Gees.
Gees, right?
Bee Gees, how deep is your love?
How deep is your
Also known
How
for
deep is
singing I Will Survive.
There you go, Slender. Look at that.
That
That's
guy on
peak
the left
masculinity.
like,
Peak
has a learning
masculinity.
disability.
Peak masculinity.
Like, do you need to have a good hair? Only one of us.
I mean, those snaps would get caught up into fucking chest hair and stomach hair.
Dude, I'm pretty
Well,
sure
that's
the
why they're
guy
not
on the
snapped.
right,
That's
I'm
why they
pretty
do all
sure
that high pitch stuff.
the guy on the right later on, he ended up getting glasses, shaving his beard, and making superhero costumes for the Incredibles.
Actually, you put glasses on him and he's Ringo Starr.
Well, they
Disaster.
didn't the Bee Gees star in the Sgt. Pepper's movie?
They did.
Yeah.
It was a
I don't know, but we're over
disaster.
3 hours, so
Yeah, we're having a good time making fun of the Bee Gees. You can.
No, moving on. I'm with Mad.
Deep is your love.
this is a horrible song to end it. I have no idea.
No, not
That is one of those boy bands that my daughters listen to.
It's,
that
it's
were
the one that
it was a
Harry Styles
TV
was in.
one.
No,
Yeah,
doesn't
it was the
matter.
one that
Anyone
Harry
got anything to
Styles- what
plug?
is it,
'Cause I'm about to hit end.
One Direction.
One Direction. That's
Don't forget
right.
to check out my show on Tuesday.
One Erection.
Mad show on Tuesday. Last chance.
Matt, do you want to promote it?
That was it. I just did.
I was waiting to see if anyone else wanted to plug something.
Bourbon and Boarding and the Bullpen.
All right.
A Mad Cavelli production. The stream's now behind, but there's no need to be glum. We'll return with more jests, with humor to come. So click that damn subscribe and let the good vibes thrive. For the next grand stream, we'll surely jive.
Ascend and I, we've charted the spree with synapses sparking, hilarity you can't believe.
You brought your joy, so now you must go. But keep the party in your heart, yo. Keep the giggles, keep the banter, keep the screams delight. Until our next stream, keep the fun in sight. In this virtual voyage where streams do end, remember with Ascend and Art, we'll always fucking ascend. Oops, we forgot about Imp, he's bound to reappear. With chaos in his wake, all we can do is persevere. Are you happy now, Imp?